All right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League 2025 Season 2. It's come down to this, the final match of the group stages, and here we have the Nairobi Capitals with everything in this game. And top of the table, HARIOM Titans. Joining me for the toss, Rahul Rabadia and Neeraj Patel, and Prasad will be helping us to officiate the toss. Call, captains. What is the call?
Usually was the call, but it is Samaj.
Samaj has shown the face and
You won the toss.
all right, so we have Rahul Rabadia winning the toss for the Nairobi Capitals. First of all, what is your decision?
We will bowl first.
All right, the Nairobi Capitals will bowl first. How does it feel being back in the team after injury and captaining your side into a crucial game?
It's a good feeling, but we want the result to be a positive result.
It's going to be a tough game. You know that. You've got a team ahead of you that can perform tonight. What are you going to change in this game? How are you going to approach this match?
Nothing. We are just going right to the basics. Hopefully everything goes on our side and we win the game.
All right, good luck. Any changes that we need to know?
No changes.
All right, congratulations, Captain, and good luck. Can we have Neeraj Patel from the HARIOM Titans? You've lost the toss. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, we're happy with it. We like it to bat first also.
All right, fantastic. So it's worked both ways for you as well. You're sitting at the top of the table. You're looking at favorites for winning this cup. How will you approach this game facing Nairobi Capitals? They have everything to play for this match.
It will be the same approach we have for the whole tournament, so it will be the same for today's game also.
Neeraj, tane khabar che ke aaj match kale ramar se if Nairobi Capital wins.
Yes, I know.
And how do you go going into this game if you lose that one, and how will you prepare for tomorrow?
We'll know today.
All right, you'll take it one match at a time. Good luck, and I wish you the best of luck to your team. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The toss from the middle. It's the Nairobi Capitals who've won the toss and elected to bowl first. We're here for the final match at the Sri Kachileva Patel International Stadium. Match of the final round is coming to an end. We'll come to you with the game next. Thank you. All right, good evening, ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last league game of Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj, Nairobi LAXMANBHAI Construction T20 Season 2. Very important match played between HARIOM Titans and Nairobi Capitals. For those of you who have joined us a little late, from the toss, it was Nairobi Capitals who won the toss and decided to field first. To start the proceedings for Nairobi Capitals is Lucas Aloch, the national team bowler, the left-arm fast bowler. And to join me in the comm box is my dear friend Jamil. Jamil, we are here for a cracker of a game. What do you feel about
absolutely. Thank you so much, Prasad. From the toss in the middle, you could feel the tension between the captains. From the last few games, it's come down to this, where we wrap up this tournament, but on a high note. And yeah, Nairobi Capitals have everything to play for in this match. Lucas Nanderson is one of those key players that will need to change the waves towards the Nairobi Capitals and make sure they jump onto that fourth position. And there comes out the jacket. The heat is already up here despite the cold weather in Nairobi. So Prasad, all I could say is I'm looking for a cracker of a match and a cracker of a finish to this final round of matches.
Absolutely, can't agree with you more, Jamil. And as the day progresses, you'll see all those seats filled up outside the pavilion with people as the match progresses. Looks like this will be the first boundary of the day from the bat of Narendra Patel Nandu. Quick delivery from Lucas, swing onto his pads. He's very strong there, flicks it and gets the first boundary for him and also for his team.
Yeah, smart play there. Used the opportunity, tucked it away, and open boundaries are now coming for the HARIOM Titans.
Lucas teaming in for his next delivery. This time slightly more fuller towards angling away from the right-handed Narendra. And this was the line that he's possibly trying to bowl the first two balls. The third delivery, he missing it. Coming to his pads where Narendra is quite good. And he's got a quick pair of hands. His hand-eye coordination is very good. We've seen him in the league, T20s, where he can be extremely punishing. And he makes no mistake in sending it across to the boundary.
Yeah, if you ask me, this is a perfect setup for Narendra. And if he capitalizes right now, he will make sure to put runs on the board for the HARIOM Titans. Great work here from Lucas so far for the Nairobi Capitals. They need this kind of performance tonight.
See, for HARIOM Titans, they are much more easily placed. There's no much of a pressure for them except for the fact that this is a last game for them. They are more or less through to the semi-finals. But everything is on the line for Nairobi Capitals. So I expect them to come all guns blazing in this game.
A dot to wrap up the first. HARIOM Titans on 4. Just that boundary from Narendra so far. Great work from Lucas Nanderson. And just after the first over, you could feel the heat in this particular match. And it's matches like these that bring you scintillating cricket under the lights in Nairobi. And what a stage set up for such a tournament, the LAXMANBHAI Premier League.
Absolutely. This has been a great tournament so far. We've seen so many records being broken. Hundreds being scored, multiple hundreds, and fastest centuries, and we've had fastest 50s, which is broken each time a new game is played. And we've seen somebody hitting 6 4s in one over, and we've seen I think we've also seen a hat-trick, if I'm not mistaken. So everything invariably happening in this tournament, and also all these dot balls are going for a good cause. So
Absolutely.
many trees being planted.
We were just talking about it the other day. We've crossed now the 2,700 mark, and that's 2,700 trees planted by such a great initiative from this community as well.
Absolutely, because right now when we're talking everywhere around the world about global warming, climate changes and all of those, this is a great initiative from them to plant the trees, to give it back to the environment from where we are taking everything.
For now, we are dealing in boundaries because Shubham Patel opens his account in style here for the HARIOM Titans. The captain said they wanted to bat first. Here's the reason why.
I don't think they will have any apprehension at all in terms of flashing their bats because they know it is more of a consolation game for them. So all the batsmen who are going up front would be looking forward to get some scores as they prepare themselves for the knockouts.
Shumin Kara here under pressure with his opening delivery. Crunch down the ground, finds the gap, and same result as the last one. It's back-to-back boundaries for Shubham Patel. And like you mentioned, this is a game that HARIOM Titans will just come into to enjoy and play their cricket.
And also, I think the couple of deliveries that he has been coming, he would be expecting to have delivered much better because these are strong areas of Shubham Patel. There's a full delivery right on his arc where he could drive the ball without any effort at all, just leaning onto the ball. Even the previous one, it was, I would say, a more of a short pitch delivery, which was very convenient for him.
Slower, much better. Change of variation there. Good comeback at this point. Rahul Rabadia coming back into captaincy after that short spell. He'll be looking for more from his bowling attack tonight.
Shumin varying his speed there. This is good to see from him. He understands that the batsman was able to flash it, use his speed as well, so he reduces his speed slightly, outsmarts the batsman here, but the batsman still manages to get a single. Shubham has been very good in terms of his performance for the HARIOM Titans, especially up there. He's managed to give them some, at least couple of match-winning performances, which was really good to see. And when I spoke to him, he was saying that there was absolutely no pressure on him because he was picked up for a base price. So watch out for the next auction. He's definitely going to be high in demand.
No, for sure. Consistent performances like these is what makes you sit at the top of the table. HARIOM Titans right now with their opening batsman putting up some runs on the board. Not a good connection to it. No is the call. My favorite part about this tournament, with all the runs, the boundaries, the wickets, the dots, and the cricket that we've seen under the lights, is the guidance and the leadership from all the seniors towards the youth and the younger players. And that for me has been so impactful, and it makes sense for tournaments like this to flourish in East Africa, let alone Nairobi. Aye, that's found its gap. Not the way they wanted to end the over here, the Nairobi Capitals, but they concede a boundary at the end of over number 2.
I think edged, but unfortunately no slips in plays, which obviously means even if there was a slip, it could have been slightly short of the first slip, but still we could have avoided a boundary there. Unfortunately not to be the case. They didn't have a slip fielder, and yet another 4 runs. A good start for the HARIOM Titans, especially after a steady over from Lucas, which gave only 4 runs. They managed to amass 13 runs in the second over. So yes, as you rightly said, the leadership has been extremely good, not just from the top executive committee, but also from the youth league who are in charge of conducting this tournament. They've really upped the ante in terms of doing it much better, in a much bigger manner than what it was done in the previous season, even in terms of the broadcasting, in terms of the arrangements, in terms of rewarding the younger players.
Oh, even in terms of the cricket, because this is going to be racing away. And will it find the boundary? No. Great work there from the fielder. No, for sure, every season has become a better and bigger one here at SCLPS. And it's an all-round great performance, like you mentioned, from the leadership and from the cricket that we've been seeing as well. Shubham here, back on the charge for the HARIOM. Gets good connection onto it, but doesn't get the pace.
Lucas walks in, his team's in for the next delivery. This time the ball shaping away from Shubham. He wanted to hit through the line of the delivery, missing it completely because of the late swing that Lucas got.
I think
And-
that's what he's looking for. Just that slight edge. Just to give the batsman that opportunity to swing as well. And that's when the variation comes in from Lucas.
Because he knows that Shubham likes to play through the line. Especially he likes those deliveries which is giving him a little bit of an extra bounce. He likes to hit it on the rise.
Ooh, it's gone through again. Not the first time we've seen this at the tournament. Ball has gone through the batsman, through the keeper and into the fence. Runs away for HARIOM Titan. That too for free.
This time he brings it in strongly. The batsman completely perplexed. Oh, it just missed the bails also by a small margin. And completely deceived even the keeper. Misses everyone. Finds his way to the boundary.
.23 in 2.3. That's the equation so far. It's a crucial match here for the Nairobi Capitals. And this is crucial bowling from Lucas Ndandasan because he knows 2 points takes them into the playoffs. And they have a repeat of this match. How about that for a conversation? Because if Nairobi Capitals do win here tonight, they play the same match tomorrow here in the first semi-final, or as you may say, the playoff. And that's what the captain, Neeraj Patel, was also saying, that he's taking it one match at a time. Another swing and a miss there. Will force a run. And just a single to wrap up. Over number. We're not wrapping it up just yet. But yeah, that's the repeat match that we have tomorrow.
This would be interesting. Match number 2. So it will be best of 2. So I think for Nairobi Capitals, they'll have to win both to stay alive in the competition. Whereas HARIOM Titans would still fancy their chances. In case they miss out today, they still have another game tomorrow.
That's flicked away. And that's going to find the fence too. Smart batting here from Narendra Patel. And bye is called by the umpire too.
See, Narendra is looking good now. He's hit already a couple of good boundaries. It would be interesting to see how he plays. His team HARIOM Titans would be definitely hoping for a big one from him, because if he clicks, I'm telling you, you're going to see fireworks, because he can be a very dangerous batsman, especially in the context of a T20 game.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate for Lucas because he's wrapped up, he's second over, did the right thing, put the ball in the right place, but still managed to get runs away. And here you have fans with all the lights and the colors. Also, another interesting topic to discuss, Prasad, is we had Monday Blues last night, Playmaster Swami Bappa, and today we're having a chilly Tuesday with yet again Blues HARIOM Titans, as well as the Nairobi Capitals in the same kit.
A bit of a purple in there as well.
And some orange.
Yes, so it's a mix of colors. So it's a color Tuesday. Colorful Tuesday.
Yep, from Monday we continue to Tuesday, and I think now with the next season our budget will increase with home and away kits just to avoid the confusion. I had some umpires have a small discussion. They could have been a run, maybe not.
I think we should also make this point to the organizer, Vishal.
Let's focus on the cricket right now. Flicked away. Will he find the gap? There's a fielder there. This is good stuff so far for HARIOM Titans. A steady ship sailing. All wickets intact. .30 runs on the brink for the HARIOM Titans. Shumin Kara here in the bowling action for the Capitals. Oh, that's flicked away. It's racing down the track. But good work from the fielder.
This is possibly not what Rahul would be expecting of Shumin. He would be expecting him to be slightly more towards the off stump and the middle stump. That would be the line that they would want to target for a batsman of Narendra Patel. not giving him any room at all, because he's very strong on his legs. He plays a flick shot brilliantly well. He can play the pull shot as well. Yeah, this is the line that he would be interested to focus. And you can quickly see Shumin making the adjustment and then conceding a dot ball here.
Yeah, great work from Shumin. Good comeback in this particular over. That's what they want to see from their bowling attack. Good work from Onyango earlier, racing down the track to stop the boundary. Narendra Patel doesn't get a good connection and will retain the strike as well. This is good work from Shumin as well.
There was a bit of an extra bounce there that would have caught him off guard. Looks like it. At least from the replay, we'll be more keen to see. Yeah, a bit of an extra bounce there.
Oh, he's caught! He's gone! Narendra Patel is out! They've lost their first wicket. The HARIOM Titans and Nairobi Capitals are celebrating here thanks to Shumin Kara.
Shumin coming onto the line, which was needed for the moment, and finding the right spot, and Narendra hits it straight to the fielder. And this is what a while ago I was saying that Rahul would be, that the captain Rahul would also be expecting out of him. That's the only area that you could potentially get him off guard.
Yeah, celebrations all round for Nairobi Capitals. Good work from Shumin Kara, picking up the first wicket for the Capitals and his for the night. And that's directly to the fielder. Unlucky for Narendra. He could have found the gap there, but
he would be disappointed with himself because he was already looking good. He's hit 2-3 boundaries, and his expression clearly shows that he would have wanted to stay in there and utilize that start that he had actually received in this game.
Captain Mitesh Sangani guiding the Nairobi Capitals towards the first wicket and helping his current captain, Rahul Rabadia, take their first one. Yeah, it's a great team effort here all round. And you have a new incoming batsman for the HARIOM Titans, Hiren Kerai. 5,500 plus runs under his belt. He will need to add to his tally and showcase why they're top of the table.
HARIOM comments a very, very strong batting lineup. Now you're seeing Hiren Kerai on the screen right now. And to follow, we have Samar Gajjar. They call him the Superman. We have the likes of Shem Goche, the national team captain and the national player. We've got Vishal Bojani, who's been looking very good, not just in this tournament, but also in the ongoing NPCA cricket tournament. So we've got a lot of good names, a lot of good players to come into bat. And of course, the captain himself, Neeraj Patel. So this is one of the reasons their batting has been very good. The batting team has always put up a good show, and this has possibly boosted their chances in making sure that they are there at the top of the table.
Yeah, absolutely. First wicket picked up after 4 overs here in this particular match. It's the Nairobi Capitals taking on the HARIOM Titans. The final game of all the rounds that we've had here. And now we jump into the playoffs and the finals of the SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Premier League. Mitesh Sangani coming in to the bowling attack for the Nairobi Capitals. Shubham Patel to face. Crunched away, finds the fielder, and this is good work from the Nairobi Capitals. The field setup has been so crucial and so key that they've done really well in restraining the batsmen from finding the boundaries. At this rate, the HARIOM Titans are looking at 150. Wide call there. For HARIOM Titans, 150 would be a okay score to go into this match. Will we get to see Shubham Patel turn on the heat? Hiren Kerai to come in with his experience as well and find the fence. That's what HARIOM Titans need after losing their first wicket. They take a single there. And by a signal there by the umpire. Yeah, it's this kind of a match where you know you have qualified for the next round. And you're facing your final match of the group round. And it's against a team that is hungry, a team that wants that win, a team that will come in aggressively. How do you change your game now? That's found a way through everyone. And does it get to the fence? The keeper has made his ground as well. Mohit Jawa makes sure it doesn't touch the boundary. So quite a few extras here picked up in this over. And those will be costly for the Nairobi Capitals.
Absolutely, Jamil. Especially in a T20 game, when you look at the margin for winning and losing, quite more often than not, you'll always realize that it is those extras, the extra deliveries and extra overs invariably.
Oh, we have a special visitor on the field today. We have a little doggo who's joining us on Tuesday night chili cricket. Hello, buddy.
I think he loves the cricket too. He's saying, "Let me bowl." Can I? He's been delighted to see something in white.
Well, that's a first of the night and this tournament. Well, maybe we can give him a jersey and he can be on point deep.
Maybe a lucky mascot of the tournament.
Rahul Rabadia, all smiles.
Even the dogs don't want to miss the action. You see the heat of the heat of this game. Even the dogs are coming in.
Yeah, all furry friends are here for scintillating cricket. There you have another signal from Mitesh Sangani. Wide.
So far, this has not been a great over. They've already given about 5 runs. With just 2 deliveries bowled in this over. And this time, Mitesh is on the money. Making sure he gets a dot ball. He needs to get more of those for his team. If they have to prevent HARIOM Titans from actually capitalizing on a good power play that they are already embarked on.
I think HARIOM Titans from the toss and the discussion with Neeraj Patel from the middle, you could tell that there is some sort of strategy and great captaincy there because they were approaching this game either way, bowling or batting because they're already through. And even at the toss, I'm sure he would wanted to bowl first, but he said he was happy with batting first. Just to show the opponent that whatever the case here tonight, we're ready to take you on. And the way they've been playing this game so far has been very composed, unfortunately, to pick up their first wicket. And at this point, they will play sensible cricket that they've been playing throughout the tournament.
No, I think this also speaks about the character of the team. Because throughout the tournament, if you observed HARIOM Titans, they've always been very steady in terms of their approach and fearless. Their batsmen have been fearless in their approach. They've played fearlessly. And as you can see, one more shot there. Blistering cover drive from the bat of Hiren Kerai, piercing the cover fielder. And it had 4 runs written all over it the moment it left his bat. Sounded so sweet off the willow.
Football skills there from the fielder trying to prevent it. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get there. But yes, what a shot. Best one of the evening so far to come off the blade of Hiren Kerai. And what a way to open his account too.
Absolutely. And this has been the trademark of the team as well. Just while we were talking, that the team has been playing some good cricket. And equally up to the mark has been Mitesh Sangani. He's been coming back well. Although he had some few extras, what was interesting to see was he was actually moving the ball away very lately from the right-handed Hiren Kerai, which was troubling him a bit. And only thing, the couple of deliveries where he went off guard was punished towards the boundary. And again, with the likes of a batsman like Hiren Kerai, you cannot sway much in the wrong areas.
Yeah, we've come to the 5-over point now. 1 more to play in the power play. 42 for the loss of 1 HARIOM Titans. And the fans are out here to witness this final round of matches at the SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Premier League. Are you HARIOM Titans? Are you Nairobi Capitals? Which one are you supporting? You can share. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe our live feed, Pavitra Live, for the SCLPS tournament here. And Shumin Kara back into the action here. Hopefully picking up a wicket like he did in the last. Up, over, and finds the fielder.
What has also been interesting in this tournament so far is most games after winning the toss, the teams have elected to field first, because they always wanted to know the total that they're going to chase, and they feel that the wicket also gets better. In many of the cases, we've also seen that, and we've not seen a lot of dew as well. So it gets better as the second innings comes, and then they're in a better position to chase. And we've actually seen more teams winning, chasing the scores.
For sure, that's a strategy that's worked really well here at this particular ground. Of course, knowing your target makes it a bit easier in maneuvering around your team and making sure you keep those partnerships going through as you chase. But yet again, the bowling throughout the end of this tournament has been so great. It's changed the texture of these games, the dynamic of how to game, because the way we started the tournament, there was high-scoring matches. And now you look at it, even a low total has a struggle to get down to the 18th, to the 19th, and maybe even to the last ball.
Absolutely. And this is also because the way the bowlers have adjusted themselves, they've adapted themselves very well. Now, if you can see, even in this over, Shuman has been bowling slower deliveries. He's reduced his speed. He's trying to bowl slower. Now, this time he comes in quick, and it's been punished.
Oh, what a way to find the fence there. 2 dots and a boundary. HARIOM Titans cruising now. Remember, we are in now the final over for this power play. Interestingly, this tournament has had very variants of power plays played here as well, in terms of like seeing wickets and runs made. This time, runs made, because that's gone all the way. One bounce into the fence as it trickles down.
This has been the hallmark of this whole tournament. Length deliveries, short deliveries have always been punished. Here again, length delivery coming right onto his strong zone, and he punishes it. And most of the batsmen especially has been very relentless in terms of their punishing, or especially anything that has come in short. And having said that, now I was just looking at the points table. We already have our first 3 semi-finalists. We are looking only for the 4th one.
How about that? Far finds a fielder there.
So we already have our first 3 semi-finalists, the HARIOM Titans, Palora Dragons and Mahadev Strikers. So it is now Purple Cap and Nairobi Capitals. So should Nairobi Capitals win by a margin that allows them to creep up the run rate of Purple Cap, they will come through. Otherwise, Purple Cap will become eventually the 4th semi-finalist.
Yeah, absolutely. Purple Cap will be in trouble if Nairobi Capitals win here today, and it's not their fault. Signal there by the umpire, end of the power play. We're sitting at 51 for the loss of 1. HARIOM Titans leading the batting with Shubham Patel and Hiran Kirai. Mitesh Sangani expected to come back into the bowling attack here for the Nairobi Capitals. Current run rate is just 8.5, which is something that HARIOM Titans can turn and change up in the later stages of this innings. But it's all to play for, like you mentioned, for the Nairobi Capitals. It's easy equation. You need to win this game because Purple Cap have a negative net run rate. So a win here for Nairobi Capitals means they are coming back here tomorrow night to face the same opponent, HARIOM Titans. It's a tournament that has twists and tails like no other.
Absolutely, and that's what it makes it much more interesting than the prevailing other tournaments, because the drama, the tension, the action is something that entices not just the players but also the fans alike, and even we at the comm box cannot escape that.
Oh, for sure, the view is the best from up here, and it's been so great to be a part of this tournament throughout all the matches. Watching this kind of cricket, this intensity under the lights in Nairobi, it's truly special. And here, The capitals of this city are here to determine their fate in the final match of the group stages here in this tournament. Prasad, do you think they'll get over the line tonight, the Nairobi Capitals?
Well, it's too early at this point in time, but they would be hoping so, to be able to get over the line more than the HARIOM Titans at this point in time.
Great shot there. They'll pick up 2 runs. Yeah, tough to
Titans,
say.
but Titans keeping up to their name. They're really playing like Titans.
Yeah, throughout this tournament, they have been. Oh, that's up and over. Will it go the distance? Yes, you betcha. It's a maximum, and it's Shubham Patel who'll claim that 6.
That's the first maximum of the day, and it has come from the part of Shubham Patel, something that he loves the most. Short of a length and punishes it with a great pull shot. He's been a great puller of the ball, and this time he makes no mistake and deposits it past the mid-wicket boundary.
Oh, great technique there. Full swing of it. Mitesh in trouble here. Crunch down the ground. 2 is the call. They'll just take a single to put Hiren Kirai back on strike, and both these batsmen can find the fence so easily despite not having a power play or a field restriction. Their kind of skill set comes to the HARIOM Titans at such points where they put the bowler under pressure.
No, both of them are natural stroke makers. This is how they play naturally, even if you find them in the league, the T20s, that's the way they play. So they are always looking for those boundaries, which allows them, even if they get a couple of dot balls, they know that there is this boundary ball that I can score in the over, which actually puts no pressure on them and also on the team.
For sure, they've been targeting Mitesh Sangani here in this particular innings because expensive in the last one. Similar situation here with Shubham finding the maximum. Oh, that's gone through. And it's back-to-back dots for Mitesh. Mitesh Sangani had the captaincy band during a few matches for the Nairobi Capitals. Got them up the lead, the board on the table. And here now with this crucial match. All right, the football sliding skill works here for the fielder this time. And they'll just take a single to wrap up over number 7. And the HARIOM Titans are sitting on 61 for the loss of 1. Shubham Patel gets to his 30 mark. Hiren Kirai with his boundary and a single. The Knights of Nairobi under the lights at Sri Kachileva Patel. Yet some batting to come. And as you mentioned, Prasad, we've got some hard hitters, including Samagaja.
Yeah, some great batting lineup to come for HARIOM Titans, and they would be very happy and pleased with themselves, having put 61 runs at the end of 7 overs for the just loss of 1 wicket. And Shubham Patel looking good, scoring 30 from 22 deliveries. Hiren Kirai just taking his time, but he's been looking good. He's been middling every delivery, not much that he has actually missed. So things looking good, but for the Nairobi Capitals, they would be looking to this bowler. He has been very good for them, Hiren Versani, and he's always given them that breakthrough. Even I saw them against a crucial game against the Mahadev Strikers, where they were actually going at almost 10 or 11 runs per over. He managed to bring it down to almost 8 runs per over by getting quick wickets for them.
We'll need to see that kind of a performance here from Diven Versani, like you mentioned. And the spin action at this tournament, Prasad, has been spectacular. You see all kinds of variation and bounce, turn. Sometimes the turn is so good it reaches the fence. And it is so key to see how these bowlers come in to change the game like this one. Nairobi Capitals will be depending on Defend to pick up another wicket here.
As much as the Kachileva Patel wicket has been a dream for the batters, it has also been a great spot for the spinners, especially those who's got variations, different deliveries, who can vary their length and line. This has got a great place to bowl to.
Oh, that's an overthrow But Raj Budia will make sure that doesn't reach the fence. They mentioned that the school end has a better bounce for spinners.
The school end generally has a little bit of an extra bounce, and the best of that has been utilized by the fast bowlers that we saw most part of the game. The botanical end not getting that extra bounce. It has been keeping low, especially on one of the wickets. But yes, as you rightly said, this side, the school end, has been very good in terms of getting those extra bounce.
It'll be interesting to see how Diven will take his spell throughout this innings, if he'll use both sides of the pitch. He started off really well here for the Nairobi Capitals, and you mentioned that the runs will be drying up, but is this Shubham and Hiren getting accustomed to the spin?
He's actually got the longer side, which could be one of the reasons why the captain also brought him.
He's bowled him!
That's a wicket here. As we just discussed, Diven Varsani gives the much needed breakthrough for the team, and you can see that on his face. He wants to sweep it. He knew it was a shorter boundary, but it was not the length that you would have expected, much fuller than he would have expected. Misses it completely. Ooh. And that is the sound of timber.
Wowza! It's all happening here for the Nairobi Capitals, and look at the walk. The walk is what it tells you about how confident he was there. He's cleaned up Shubham. He's taken out the bails, and he sent the HARIOM Titans 2 wickets down. And Diven Varsani has come in with some inspiration here for the Capitals. The music has come on. The fans are happy. And it's the walk for me that just tells you they're not here to play around. They're here for the playoffs.
He is drawn caution to the winds. He's saying, I am here. And he announces his arrival in style, sending the set batsman Shubham Patel back to the pavilion. And that brings in the Superman of HARIOM Titans, Samar Gajjar.
Now. Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because this match is only going to get hotter. It's match number 28, the final one of all the group games here at the SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Premier League. And we've got the Capitals to play for everything here against the table toppers, HARIOM Titans. They've just lost their second wicket, and HARIOM Titans are sitting on 62 runs. Diven Varsani only conceding 1 and already picking up 1. How does he finish this particular over with the new batsman Samar Gajjar in? Off the mark, and off the mark with aggression, because they pick up 2, which is good. This is what you need from the HARIOM now, to turn on the heat and turn the pressure on the bowling side.
Yes, absolutely, because they've already got a good platform, 64 runs. They're almost going at close to 9 runs per over. So all they need to do is to build a partnership there. They've lost quick 2 wickets. Both the batsmen are still very new. Hiren has only played 8 deliveries, and Samar has just come in. So what the team would be expecting is a partnership from them, and so that the latter batsman can capitalize towards the latter part of the innings.
Oh, that's gone through everyone again. And this is what we were talking about for the spinners. Yug does well.
It would be interesting to see in replay if that was an opportunity for a stumping.
Or a catch. Did it come off the bat?
Looks like the umpire signals a bye, but Samar losing his balance. The disappointment visible on the face of Diven. He was possibly expecting a stumping opportunity missed there.
Yeah, this time Samar gets some bat onto it. Mohit Jawa on the fence, making sure no boundaries are found in this over. And what a way to wrap up the first one for Diven Varsani. He's picked up a wicket here for the Nairobi Capitals. After 8 overs, HARIOM Titans on 68 for the loss of 2. Samar Gajjar and Hiren Kirai out here to create a partnership for the HARIOM Titans. Shumin Kara and Diven Varsani, the wicket takers so far. We've got to see more of that and more of our fellow commentator, Raj Budia. Very interesting conversation here, Prasad, that both our commentators, Vishal Bojani and Raj Budia, are playing against each other here. And that's why we have to take charge of the Conbox tonight.
But we are joined with some great experience of Tanoquinho, who will be joining us very soon.
Great start here from Yug, who's come into the bowling action for the Nairobi Capitals. He's done well out there at the field. Put 100%. Can he do well here in his spell? Just got a glimpse of his bowling figures, Yug Patel. His best figures, 5 for 5. Right now, they need 4th place, the Nairobi Capitals. And the only way they can get that is restraining HARIOM Titans from a score that is favorable for the Capitals or bowling them out here.
All the purple cap team and the supporters would be sitting on the edge of the tables. They would be holding their hearts.
Yeah, supporting
Very
the
close.
HARIOM Titans. Telling them, come on, you're at the top of the table, take it to 12 points. Sliced, finds the fielder, will rotate the strike here.
It would be interesting for the cameraman to actually go around and see how many players, how many purple cap supporters and the team players are around. They would be definitely watching this game with a lot of interest.
That's found some space. Raj Budia there in your screen, retaining them to just a single. I'm sure the purple caps will be here watching in the fans, but I'm sure they'll also have a jacket on to cover their team logos, not to give away any signs of them trying to see how to go about it. But
or maybe they are disguised as HARIOM Titans fans.
HARIOM Titans fans have a great following and they've been there with them throughout, day in, day out. And it's great to see that they're here tonight as well, despite knowing that they're into the next round, they're into the playoffs and sitting at the tabletop.
From the games that I have seen, Jamil, I feel the biggest fan following is for 2 teams, Mahadev Strikers and rightly said HARIOM Titans.
No, for sure, every season here at the SCLPS has been special. Yug Patel wraps up his first. HARIOM Titans sitting on 72 for the loss of 2 after 9 overs. As you can see, projected score 160 around there. Fans want to see more maybe. And HARIOM Titans, with their fan following, will want to get a scoreboard that will be lighting up the night here in front of the Nairobi Capitals. Diven back into the action here for the Capitals. Cut away. Finds Raj Budia with some great athleticism there from the fielder. Nairobi Capitals are not here to play around or mess around tonight.
This is the second time Raj has actually been having a great fielding there. Great ground fielding, diving towards his wrong side and making sure he saved 2 crucial runs for his team.
Now you won't believe I've seen Vishal Bojani also do the same on the fence, but with his shins. Ouch.
That would have hurt.
But no harm done. This man is here every single day, even if he's not playing a match. Oh, that's gone through everyone. Again. This might find the boundary this time. Yug again on a race. Ah, great effort there, but it will find 4 runs for the HARIOM Titans.
Bye signal by the umpire. Agony for the bowler. Looks like it actually missed his... he's actually pulled his legs off his crease, so there was a definite stumping chance had the keeper collected it. So the second lucky escape for Samar Gajjar.
Oh, he got there, Yug. Unlucky. It's his second trailing hand that pushed it over the line. Take a bow, lad. Don't give up. Keep your head up. That's cut away. And this time no one will be able to stop it because it's 4 runs. And it's Samar Gajjar who's come up with that fantastic shot. Oh, well executed there. Finds the gap in style. and brings that all-important boundary that the HARIOM Titans were looking for after losing their 2 wickets. Smart work here from Samagaja, rotating the strike, not giving Diven Varsani the opportunity to pounce. Diven Varsani here, final delivery before the strategic timeout as we get into the halfway point of this first innings of match number 28 between the Capitals and the Titans. Hiren Kerai to face. Push down the ground. We'll wrap it up with a single. HARIOM Titans sitting on 84. And we'll come to you with the second half of this innings. All right, it's this particular match that we're all here glued to our seats to find out who will claim the 2 points. It's the table toppers, HARIOM Titans, and those of desperation, Nairobi Capitals, who require to get those 2 points to get into the playoffs. We have a great match of cricket lined up for us. And right now, HARIOM Titans are sitting on 84 runs for the loss of 2 after 10 overs. Joining me in the combox, Dan, who's been with us throughout the tournament. And what do you think is going to be happening tonight with the battle with the Blues?
It's something. It's a very interesting match, and from we all know, Nairobi Capitals really need a win from this match to progress into the last 4. For HARIOM Titans, they are through, and so maybe they'll want to just to go and ensure that they have had a very good tournament. They don't want to lose points, and so it's a big match, not mostly for HARIOMs, but for Titans. But it's good to see that after 11 overs, we are into the 11th over. HARIOM are really not showing any intention of giving up this match. They're putting on a better performance than what we've seen in the last two matches. So it's not going to be easy for Capitals. They'll have to dig in to qualify.
Dug that one out. Samagajar pushes for 2. They will get 2. And Nairobi Capitals will have to tighten their field, find more aggression, find more energy to keep them on their toes, to restrict the HARIOM Titans, like you mentioned, who are on cruise control right now, finding a good total to keep them in this match as well.
And even if you look at their bowling...
Oh no, that's gone through him! This is what's going to cost the Capitals, the extras and the misfields. Has he done a good job there, the field on the fence?
Yeah, he saved 2 runs. That was going for a boundary. He had to use his little known football skills to save up a boundary. Yeah, talking about the fielding, they need to tighten up, as you've rightly said, because if they're going to allow HARIOM to get to 150 plus, as it is, they almost get into 100, and they might hoping they get it in the 12th over. They'll have 8 overs to get 80 plus. So it's going to be tough for Nairobi Capitals.
Yug Patel wraps up his second over here for the Nairobi Capitals. HARIOM Titans sitting on 92 for the loss of 2 after 11. Hiren Kirai on 11, Samagajar on 19. And rightly so, hopefully by the 12th we'll get to that 100 mark. But the man who picked up the wicket, Diven Varsani, is back into action here for the Capitals.
He has to get one more, and very quickly before these 2 batters settle. As the inning goes on, these 2 batters, Samagaja and Hiren, are going to get more confident, and we won't be surprised to see some big shots now coming in the few overs.
Yeah, and we've talked about how important partnerships are to keep a game in your control, rather than looking for the risky shots, especially in a match like this. And that's what defines you from the tabletoppers and the rest of the teams in this tournament. Comes down the ground, doesn't get a good connection, but it doesn't matter because it will run away for 4 runs off the blade of Hiren Kirai. And Diven Varsani can only watch and smile in despair of how that has found the fence.
I think Lucas will have done a better job there. You'll have just gone, put your body behind the ball. To me, that is not a fielding that we should expect from a caliber, a player like of Lucas caliber. He's been a rounder, and he should put on a very good show, better than what we've just witnessed, and that is 4 runs added, almost a 3 runs short of 100 here.
Yeah, Diven Varsani has been key in this particular match. Samagaja and Hiren Kirai rotating the strike, ensuring that they put the pressure on the bowler, trying to push them to try different things and force them to make the mistake. Samagaja here to face now. Once again, finds the edge of the bat And will it find the fence? Yes, you betcha. He's found 4 runs there, signaled by the umpire. And Sama Gajar is runs away here for the HARIOM Titans. That brings up 100 runs for the HARIOM Titans as well. And what a way to do it.
Yes, as I predicted, they needed to get their own course on getting 100 inside 12 overs, and that's what they've done with the ball to spare. So they have gotten to 100 now. I feel they might change their approach, and the approach will be going for.
There will be shots now coming into the com box here, where you can see Dan and I, and we're looking forward to seeing more boundaries here for the HARIOM Titans. That's a reverse scoop. It's gone down the ground. Will he find the fence? There's a fielder who's coming to it. No chance, Dan. It's back-to-back 4s, and we've got 3 in this over.
We spoke about it. We spoke about shots flying, and I'll tell you, we are going. They're a good position. 100 after 12 overs, 106 after 12 overs. They are in a very comfortable position with 8 wickets in hand.
Fans are out here, young and old, in their jackets, making sure they keep themselves cold and warm in the Nairobi nights. The players, however, out there are warm enough because this is a crackling match of cricket. Yug Patel here into the bowling attack for the Nairobi Capitals, who've crossed the 100 mark. And that one is pushed down the ground comfortably, and this is the strategy that will work for the 2 batsmen in the middle there.
Rotating the strikers, and if you get those bad balls, connect them. Yeah, Yug Patel is, I think he's one of the players that was brought in this tournament after I came in to replace Maxwell. Maxwell left to other commitment, and I believe this tournament is going to help him a lot in his confidence.
Yeah, sometimes the opportunities come as a result of misfortune, and if the opportunity knocks at your door, you take it. Yug Patel here with a task and an opportunity to change the fate of the Nairobi Capitals at this tournament.
Yeah, he's getting it, hitting the right areas now with that bowler. That is the Nairobi.
Nope,
that is the HARIOM Titans. I've just seen my colleague and I remember the team that he's playing for.
Oh, that's a mis-stumping. Oh my gosh. What an opportunity there for Yug Patel and the captain. This is a chance gone begging. The excitement of the stumping is what the ball came out of the gloves, and you cannot believe what he's seeing. We cannot believe
We
what
cannot
he's
believe it. We can't believe it. We feel how Yug is feeling here. I can just imagine. Good bowling. I hope that one will not going to haunt them.
Only one way to find out. Oh, that's got an inside edge. Doesn't get the bails off, but they will wrap up this over with a single. After 13, HARIOM Titans on 109. They're looking at picking up 170 runs in this particular match. And dugouts from both sides. Curious to see how this one goes. The conversation is if Nairobi Capitals win, we have a repeat match tomorrow night of the same game we have ahead of us today. So, got a lot of batting coming up, not needed at the moment because Samagaja and Hiren Kirai are doing good. Hiren Kirai safe in that previous over, a missed stumping for Nairobi Capitals. And we have everybody joining us, from the committee members to the fans to the kiddos and to other aspiring cricketers.
Mohit Jawa comes into ball for the first time in this match. He's been outstanding. He's delivered when required, but he's well known for his influence with the bat. On your screen is umpire Isaac Oyeko, one of the two umpires. The other umpire of the day is David Pamba Odhiambo. Third umpire, Paul Anjere. Match referee, John Moy. Those are the four officials of today's last match of the preliminary rounder of this tournament that has lived to its expectation. We've seen a number of outstanding results, impressive performance from the youngsters. We've also seen others not performing as expected.
Oh, there's a shout there.
Pitching down leg. Good decision there from Isaac.
No, you're right, Dan. It's been truly a spectacle. And what a stage we've come to see Nairobi Capitals and HARIOM Titans fight for 2 points. Nairobi Capitals needed more because HARIOM have already qualified. If they win here, the Nairobi Capitals, then they also qualify. And I think the other conversation we were having is we need to increase the budgets for next season, because don't you think it's a bit confusing for the umpires to see the same kit on both sides?
So you want to tell me that the color was determined by the budget?
No, if we have a home and away kit,
I get your point.
we can have two different kits to determine who is playing against who. Last night we had Playmasters versus Swami Bappa. We couldn't tell the difference. In fact, we couldn't even tell if the umpires were right in calling the runs in between. It could have been the wicket keeper.
You're right, but I think they've been good colors. And something I've noticed, even at a local league, I think, if not three-quarter, half of the teams are having blue. So there's something about blue with Kenyan cricket. 14 overs gone. HARIOM Titans are on 115 for the loss of 2 wickets. Projected score at the moment is 164, but that can be higher if these two batters are changed now their approach, because we've already settled, and maybe if they can try now and go hard on the batters, on the bowlers, sorry.
Yeah, here the fans at the SCLPS Stadium in Nairobi West, waiting to see who will win this particular match. The Nairobi Capitals need to get a win to get into the next round. And despite the baridi here in Nairobi, they're out here to support their favorite team. Steps down.
Yuk bowling is last.
They'll pick up 2 runs. Good running here from Sama Gajar and Hiren Kerai. You guys done well for the Nairobi Capitals. That opportunity down in the previous over. Oof.
That was a big moment, and as I said, I hope Nairobi Capitals will not regret.
Oh, Yug is in trouble here because there's been an edge to force runs in the middle. Doesn't find the fence. Good work from the field. Yeah, very vocal there, Raj, pushing his team. And this time, Samagajar pushes it up.
Nice, Gori.
And they'll take a single.
Nice stop, boys. Lovely, Yuk.
So we've here reached the 120 mark. We've still got just over 5 overs to come in this particular game. What is a comfortable score, or what would you want Nairobi Capitals to limit
Lovely, Yuk.
the HARIOM Titans for them to be comfortable to chase?
We've seen they've not had a very good performance with the batter. Mohit Jawa had a very good start of the tournament, and it looked like he's going to be...
Oh, that's knocked out of the park. It's gone the full distance. And Hiren Kerai has turned up the burners for a maximum, one we haven't seen in a while here.
Yeah, that's a very good shot. Got down on his knees, and good eyesight there from him, and a good extension of the arms.
Lovely, Yuki.
Yeah, that's what Hiren Kerai can do. Swept it. got the distance, got the elevation, and cleared the fence. This time doesn't get good connection. He'll put Samagajar on strike.
Fifteen overs gone. 127 for 2.
Yeah, great scenes here from the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj International Stadium. It's just about 20 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock in Nairobi. And the Nairobi Capitals will have to dig out a performance to make sure they go into the next round, which is tomorrow night. Mohit Jawa on your screen, responsible to restrict the runs here for the HARIOM Titans. Crunched away there from Hiren Kirai. He's in the mood now.
Yes, that's about a comfortable score. And I was saying that for Nairobi Capitals, Mohit Jawa was the outstanding batsman. And he kept on getting those runs. But until when his form went down a bit, then they've not had somebody to stand up and take on the ship. So I won't say that there's any comfortable score for them. Even if it's 150, 130, whichever, they'll have to have somebody who's going to bat. But that has been
oh, great fielding there. Once again, Nairobi Capitals
Well done, boys.
doing the work here in restricting the runs. So you feel 150 would be something good and comfortable for the Nairobi Capitals to chase? Yes, it won't be easy.
It won't be easy, but that will be a good score for them. Keeping in mind that also if you look at the bowlers on the other side, we've got somebody like Shem Ngoche, who has he has a lot of experience. We've got Samagaja also in that bowling lineup. We've got Krish Hari in that lineup. We've got Peter Koech. So it's still tough for them.
Wow, that was slapped away. And the fielder yet again makes it and limits the HARIOM Titans from finding the fence here in this particular over. Mohit Jawa has done well with the ball. And like you mentioned, tonight he will have to step up with the bat when they're chasing, because he's the kind of inspiration, the kind of leader, the kind of captain to sailor your ship towards chasing that score tonight.
Also, we have to notice they have brought in Joseph Onyango, Jojo, in their squad. It will be interesting to see what influence he's going to have in today's match. I remember the first match I had a very good partnership with Mohit, and then after that he got an injury. But today he's been brought in, and I'm sure he's been brought in with a purpose to ensure that they get those runs.
Lucas on your screen for the Nairobi Capitals. Fans out here, including Purple Cap fans, as you mentioned, because they want to see how this match turns out, because currently, as it stands, Purple Caps are into the playoffs, and they're going to be playing HARIOM Titans tomorrow if the Titans win here tonight. Fans of Nairobi Capitals, fans of the Titans, and fans of the Purple Cap all out here for a twist and a tail in the SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Premier League.
For Purple Cap is they're here for one mission, not just to enjoy the game, but to support the HARIOM Titans.
And guess what? If the HARIOM Titans wins, tomorrow they will be playing them. So that support will die out in 24 hours.
Not even 24 hours. In an hour,
night.
at the end of the night. Because for them, in the knockout, anything can happen. So for them, they just pray that let's get to the knockout. So HARIOMs have extra fans today. They've got extra support. So maybe they're not going to let that extra support down today.
Good start here from Lucas. Samar has only intent to find the boundary because he went slogging for that one but didn't get the right connection.
Yeah, so in short, Purple Cape fans are they are fans on a mission. And the mission is to see Nairobi Capitals out.
Slower delivery there from Lucas. No risks taken of an overthrow. Good work from Nairobi Capitals. With the two batsmen out there, Samagajar and Hiren Kirai, on 41 and 32 respectively, they have a strategy in mind as well, because at this point we're edging towards the end of the innings where they'll need to throw their bat at everything just to find the extra runs.
That's good bowling there from Lucas. Play ball into his fielder. And they're also careful. I'm sure the two batters know how important that Lucas over is. They know he has come in to stop the run, to get a wicket. But for them, they are thinking of let's just play him and maybe attack the remaining two other bowlers.
Oh, that's crunched. That's gone the full distance, and it's a maximum from Hiren Kirai.
I spoke too early, right?
Picked up the shorter delivery, picked up the mic from the commentator and threw it out the park. Wow, what a shot that is. That's the biggest one we've seen here tonight in match number 28. Eyes only on the ball and dispatched with confidence. And that calls for a new ball from the pavilion end for Lucas Nandasan to pick up from where he left off. He started off well this over. I think he needs to take off that sleeve again.
Have they changed the momentum of the game with that shot? Are we likely to see a new flow of runs here now? Because that came as a surprise to me. I thought they'll just play him around, but good movement of the foot. Again, but this time on the grounder. There is protection there. Midfielder, good recovery. 2 runs.
Yeah, we've got 11 off the over so far. 150 is in sight for the HARIOM Titans. Fans are feeling the heat of the match now. And Lucas, all to play for. A single to wrap up over number 17. HARIOM Titans are sitting on 145 for the loss of 2 wickets. Samagajar on 42. Hiren Kirai on 41. A partnership that's proven why HARIOM Titans are the top team at this tournament. Optimistic fans out here. And Purple Cap supporters as well, hoping that Nairobi Capitals don't make it across the line tonight for them to securely stay in the playoffs. Familiar faces here at the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj. Are we seeing 150 and 250s for the batsmen there for HARIOM Titans?
That will be good to have them get into half centuries, because they put in a very big partnership, almost heading into 100 runs partnership. They have denied Nairobi Capital an opportunity to step up. Swing and miss there from Hiren.
If we're looking at misfields and extras from the Nairobi Capitals and we close in on 20 runs, it would be a whole different ball game at this point if those were not conceded. The only question is, will it cost them when they're chasing? Comes down, doesn't get good connection onto it. We'll put Hiren Kirai back on strike. How about this for a partnership?
It's a good partnership. Very good part. I hope Nairobi Capital are learning something from them. Let them find somewhere. Let them put on a partnership of 70 plus runs. Somewhere. Losing wickets there, they've been losing, and then that has been costly, and that's why they're playing this match whereby it's a matter of life and death to them. It's not a matter of life and death to HARIOM, but for them, and they have found themselves, they have the ones who have kept themselves into this place.
Yeah, I saw quite some composure from Niraj Patel, the captain of the HARIOM Titans, and I'm thinking his decision was either way, I bat or bowl first, doesn't matter. I'll tell the boys to take it easy because we have a final tomorrow. That's up in the air. Is the fielder going to get there in time? Runs away from Yug. They will get 2 in the middle. That was a close call there for Mohit Jawa. And that also brings up 150 runs for the HARIOM Titans. Mohit Jawa needs to find some inspiration, some magic from somewhere to pick up another wicket. Pick up the 3rd wicket of the HARIOM Titans. Up, over, and add 6 more to the tally. Yes! That brings up a half century for Samar Gajjar in the most fashionable way. And Samar Gajjar is waiting, just like us, to find out from the replay. Picked his spot, skied it, goes the distance. There was a fielder underneath, and for 1 second, what a performance from that man in the middle. Prasad likes to call him Superman. You know him as Samar. We know him as MVP. And the HARIOM Titans top player has found his half century. Mohit Jawa wraps up his 3rd over. And after 18, the HARIOM Titans are sitting on 157 for the loss of 2 wickets. Samar Gajjar getting his accomplishment of the night with a half century. Hiren Kirai next up for the same.
Wow, 156 for 2. Lucas Oluocha will be coming to bowl his last. People, yeah, the fans there, knowing that by the time this match ends, they might get home and they have no time to cook. So it's good. Everything is there for them. We've got some good banders preparing every kind of meal that you'll want. And today, we are yet to get our services.
Yes,
the
some
tea.
garam chai.
I hope whoever does that has had us.
I'll tell you a story that you will not believe. Let Lucas get his spell wrapped up here tonight. Up, over. And there's a field underneath. Lucas gets his wicket. And HARIOM Titans have lost their 3rd wicket. Are you kidding me? This over has everything in it. You were looking for something hot, Dan, and it's come from Lucas Nandasan and the Nairobi Capitals, who've picked up the key man in the middle. That's up in the air for some time. Comfortable catch there from the fielder. And that would be a huge sigh of relief for the Nairobi Capitals. A little too late for a wicket to be picked up, but an important one. This might just change the complexion of the game. A great partnership created there between Samar Gajjar and Hiren Kirai. But now Nairobi Capitals can celebrate. But with that wicket falling, brings out the captain of the HARIOM Titans, Niraj Patel, out to the crease.
The skipper comes in with 11 balls to play.
Yeah, it will take some time maybe for him to get accustomed to this one because he's facing Lucas Ndandasan. And nothing wrong there from Samar Gajjar. He threw everything at it. Fielder was underneath. So lucky for the Nairobi Capitals to pick up that wicket. Even Lucas Ndandasan pick up his first. And he'll be happy with that too.
At this particular time, when you've got 2 wickets in hand, you've got 12 balls to play, and you are caught at the boundary. For me, I feel that you are out trying to get doing the right thing. Had it been maybe you are caught out trying to block on the square, then that could have been a different case. But good thing he scored his 50 and he was trying now to accelerate the score. Unfortunately, falling on the boundary. So to me, I think he got out.
Oh, but no worries, because Hiren Kirai is here to pick up from where his partner left off. That is a huge one, a flat one, and a maximum one. Just by the sound of the bat, Dan, you knew that was heading for the school classrooms.
That was a very sweet sound there. Three balls. We will be on top. Will it be Lucas with a wicket, or with a couple of trees, or will it be Hiren Kirai?
Up in the air, lands safely. He'll pick up 2 runs, and that brings up his half century for the HARIOM Titans. And you can hear it from the crowd, Dan. They're happy with the performance they've put. The table toppers with their batsmen have done it in fashionable style. Hiren Kirai with his 50, HARIOM Titans on 166. Lucas conceding 9 so far. Wow! That was hit with power. That was hit with conviction. And that was crunched down the ground, sent back to the bowler's end, and finds the fence.
What a good shot there. Hit hard. Last ball of the over.
HARIOM Titans sitting on 170. Good work there from the fielder.
Picked up a single, and with that single, again, Hiren will be on strike.
Dev Patel there on your screen. Also here to watch some cricket as well as a fan. Purple Cap fans as well there watching to see if the Nairobi Capitals will lose out here to the HARIOM Titans. Yeah, it's all happening in this particular match. It's a chilly Tuesday night with scintillating cricket at the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj International Stadium. The Garam Garam Nashta and the Garam Garam Chai is going to be joining us in the comm box as well. And you should come and join us here at the stadium. Partake with some hot food as well. New bowling action coming in for the Nairobi Capitals.
Bowling last over is Mohit Jawa. Already 24 runs for no wicket. Will it be 180 and above, or they'll be restricted? Caught single from Niraj to put Hiren on strike.
Yeah, a lot to think about when they go into the break, the Nairobi Capitals. HARIOM Titans have put on a great show here with the bat. Wow! The show continues, and that's gone the distance. It's a Hiren Kirai show with yet another maximum. And they're not going to stop anytime soon, because Hiren Kirai right now is in the mood. Once again, up in the air, goes the distance, field underneath, and Mohit Jawa picks up the all-important wicket, and the HARIOM Titans lose their 4th.
Yeah, good work. Good work from Hiren, 62 from 42 balls. Going out also trying to add more runs. He's done the job. 179. He'll be happy with what he has done. The captain and the technical team will be happy with this performance. Scoring 60 and building up a partnership with Samaganja. When Samaganja left, he took it on and he's hit some fine 2 sixes here to get them to 179 with two balls to play.
Yeah, great scenes there and great hands from the fielder. Shem Goche on your screen coming in for the HARIOM Titans, who've lost their 4th wicket. Shem Goche will be facing the final 2 deliveries, or will he give his captain a chance to find the fence? Fans are here, keeping track of the table, keeping track of the score, and hoping to see a final end to these group stage matches of the Swami Bapa and the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League 2025. Doesn't get a good connection there, Shem. Gives the captain the strike. And final delivery will be faced by Niraj Patel of the HARIOM Titans.
Niraj will go for a swing that I can bet. He'll try to go for a maximum.
Oh, that's up in the air. Dan, it's going to land safely. And they will pick up 2 runs, maybe 3. They come back for 3. There'll be a run out. No! Third umpire says we'll go upstairs, and it's a finish with a lot of drama.
Yes, sir, that was been a very fantastic inning there from HARIOM Titans. One thing that stood out for me was how they were able to build a partnership. They needed a partnership after losing 2 wickets. They came in and they built a partnership, scoring over 90 runs. And not surprising that they are already on a hand. They have ended up on a 180 plus runs. So for me, what I expect is Nairobi Capitals to get in there, also do the same thing. Just and build a partnership, and story will be different. But if they come and lose early wickets, then they'll be out of this tournament, and they'll be coming just to witness while other 4 teams are competing for the last for the trophy.
Rightly said, Dan. The Nairobi Capitals have everything to play for in this next innings if they want to go into the next round of cricket. Innings number 1 has been completed here in match number 28. HARIOM Titans have put up 180 score plus. We're about to find out what the total is, but the Nairobi Capitals will be coming in to chase, with Rahul Rabadia leading the pack. If they win tonight, Nairobi Capitals will go into the playoffs and play a repeat match of this one that we have ahead of us. HARIOM Titans versus the Nairobi Capitals. You stay tuned. Coming from the combox, Jamil, Prasad and Dan. We will come with innings number 2, the second half of this match, from the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj International Stadium for the LAXMANBHAI Premier League. Stay tuned for innings number 2.
Bronze sponsors, Broadwalk Mall and Goodways Kenya Limited. Fuel partners, Silver Star Manufacturers Limited and HARIOM TITANS. Man of the Match Award partner, Ginger Blocks Limited. Highest Award partner, Sejon and Creatives Limited. Most Goals Award partners, Kapil Timber, Alpha Aluminium and BBC Auto Parts. Goal, SCLPS will be planting a tree. Radio broadcast partner, East FM. Internet service provider, Irani Telecommunications. We're back for the second innings between HARIOM TITANS and Nairobi Capitals. Nairobi Capitals require 184 runs to win in 20 overs. Okay, can we make some noise for HARIOM TITANS? One more time, HARIOM TITANS. Can we make some noise for Nairobi Capitals? One more time, Nairobi Capitals. All right, let's play.
All right, once again, a very good evening to you and welcome to the final match of the groups. And he's gone. He's picked up a wicket. Umpire's not interested. Yes, he's given it. Are you kidding me? What a start this is for the HARIOM TITANS. I was just in the middle of saying what a crack of a match we have. And first delivery of the second innings has gone down with Ankit Banderi walking back to the pavilion.
I think kudos goes to Ankit Banderi. He didn't wait for the umpire to signal his dismissal. He just walked. Good sportsmanship from him, because as the other fielders were waiting for the umpire to give the signal, Banderi was almost halfway through the wicket coming back to the pavilion. Good sportsmanship there from Banderi.
How about this for a start for the HARIOM TITANS? And you can even hear the crowd celebrating with HARIOM TITANS. And just like you said, Dan, rightly so, good sportsmanship from Ankit to walk to the pavilion. Knowing so, he's been caught in the back clean. And what a start for the HARIOM TITANS. It is a final match, Dan, where the Nairobi Capitals need to win this match to get into the playoffs. And this is not the start they wanted. They've brought out Mohit Jawa early into this game.
I think Mohit Jawa has come in as an opener. He's opening batsman now. Because of wicket of the first bowler. That's not what Nairobi Capitals were looking for. That is the worst start they were hoping for. But anyway, you still have your best batsman as early as the second ball, hoping that today is his day. He's going to deliver you into victory that you much need to ensure that you get into the top four.
Yeah, just hit down the ground to open the face of the bat. Yukirai right now on fire for the HARIOM TITANS. You're joining Jamil, myself from East FM, and Dan in the combox alongside Prasad, as we've got an entertaining tie ahead of us tonight. It's match number 28, the last one of all the matches that we've had here at the LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League. And tomorrow we get into the semi-finals, or as you call them, the playoffs, to find out who will be the final four. Nairobi Capitals require 184 runs in less than 20 overs. Nairobi Capitals have already lost their first wicket. And we've got more cricket lined up for you in the remaining of this innings. We just need to find out if HARIOM TITANS will retain top spot with 12 points, or will Nairobi Capitals pull one out of the hat and join them in the playoffs.
Fast runs there coming off Mohit Jawa's blade. Mohit Jawa currently is at number 2 in the batting chart with 313 runs. Second is Chirag Sisodia. So Mohit has proved that he can get those runs. He can get the scoreboard ticking. And I feel this is his moment. I remember on the first match they played here against Purple Cap, he went out and delivered a spectacular performance. And that's what his team will be looking for.
Rahul has found the gap, but not enough to find the fence. A determined captain here for the Nairobi Capitals, who's just come in after injury. Rahul Rabadia, happy to win the toss. 183 is what the Nairobi Capitals restricted the Titans to. Here he is to find a way to get his team into the Final Four.
Done with the first over. A wicket down for 4 runs. A wicket off the first ball of the second inning of the last match, last matches.
Yeah, one of the bowlers we might see here tonight doing some magic for the HARIOM Titans, Shem Goche. If there's anyone who has experience on a cricket field, there's no one that has more than him. And now comes in Sama Gajjar, the talisman of the HARIOM Titans, the star and the Superman too. Bowling figures great, batting figures even better. HARIOM Titans would want to extend their lead at the top of the table thanks to performances from Sama Gajjar and co.
Yes, he's currently at number 8 as far as bowling is concerned, with 9 wickets from 6 innings, from 6 matches. His best being 4 wickets for 15 runs against Playmasters.
All right, Sama Gajjar to face captain of Nairobi Capitals. Good start there from Sama Gajjar, making it difficult for the batsman to dig out the runs. And that's what you'll need to see tonight. Like you mentioned, it's almost as if we've got a new partnership lined up for us. And it's this opening pair that will have to put the runs on the board. Oh, that's gone through and has just missed the stumps. And Dan, like you mentioned earlier before, the key component to making this combox warm and always entertaining is the garam garam chai.
It's finally here.
Now, Dan, the story that you did not know about
Yes.
is Raj Budia, who's playing for the Nairobi Capitals. His mum is the one who's preparing us this chai for the entire tournament.
And who serves us that chai? The dad. Mom prepares, the dad serves us.
The garam garamness goes onto the pitch as well, because there's 4 runs picked up here for the Nairobi Capitals. And it's gone through everyone once again. Not the first time we've seen this in the tournament. Through the batsman, through the gloves of the keeper, finding the fence. And no one complains for free runs. But how about this for service at the Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj community?
Very kind. I wish you can just be having more events just for the tea.
That's the speciality of the tea we're talking about. Cricket is just an excuse for us to be here to enjoy this cuppa at 9 p.m. here in Nairobi. That's found the gap. Fielder does well, taking off the pace of the ball. Good work here from the HARIOM Titans.
I think that's a good starter for Titans. They have not allowed Nairobi Capitals to attack. They are really trying to make sure that they don't get a lot of runs in the power play. Now we are just into the last.
This is Mohit Jawa showing his prowess and easily finding the gap. He makes it look so effortless. And it's runs away here for the Nairobi Capitals. Great work from Mohit Jawa. That wraps up the second over. Fans are out here eager to find out whether it's going to be the Capitals, which we heard a lot of cheers for, or is it going to be HARIOM Titans?
I'm telling you, the support that Titans have today is big, is massive, because Purple Cape fans are all supporting HARIOM Titans with one mission, that a loss for Nairobi Capitals is a plus for them, because they'll be getting into the finals. They'll be getting the last 4.
Oh, that's good bat onto it, but good fielding too from the HARIOM Titans.
Yeah, that's what the coaches usually encourage players, back up your teammate. And you saw that good piece of fielding there from the 2 fielders. Ukerai to continue, having picked a wicket off his first ball.
Yeah, flicked away, finds the fielder. An all-important dot ball. Remember, at the Sri Kachilava Patel Samaj Nairobi LAXMANBHAI Premier League, every dot ball goes towards a great initiative of a tree being planted by the community and the committee, which is a great initiative for the beautiful game.
Trying to hit it harder to get to the boundary, but proving difficult. A good throw there. Ooh. How you wish they were running.
Yeah, it's always when they're not running is when you take the bails off and even uproot the stump. But what a start this is from Ukerai. What a performance so far. Making it very difficult for the Nairobi Capitals to find any boundaries in his particular spell.
Ukerai just picked his 7th wicket of the tournament.
And what a way to do it. First ball.
Forced to go back. Good piece of fielding. I'm sure Coach Lame Konyango will be excited with whatever he's seeing so far. Only 15 runs, a wicket down. 15 balls gone, a runner ball.
Swing and a miss. And captain is very wary of the wicketkeeper because they're just looking for any opportunity to take them. Would you say the HARIOM Titans are at a disadvantage at this point? Final match of the group stage. Next day, you're playing the first game for the playoffs.
Maybe yes, maybe not, because they had an opportunity of avoiding that. If they could have registered the results like they are the top 2 teams.
By the tell of the roar in the crowd, you could know, and the sound of the bat, that was a glorious shot from the captain. And he finds the fence, straight down the ground, over the bowler's head, skips away towards the boundary. And after 3 overs, the Nairobi Capitals are on 19 for the loss of 1. Their current run rate sitting on just over 6. They're edging towards 10. They'll need some inspiration from Mohit Jawa in the middle and Rahul Rabadia to get 165 runs in 102 deliveries in this match number 28. Nairobi Capitals, as they say, in a do or die match. If they don't win this one, they're out. If they do, Purple Cap out. Samagaja back into the action for the bowling. Wow, quick hands there. Very quick hands from the keeper. Hiren is on his toes. to pair up with Samagajar in this particular over. Up, over. Lands safely. And Mohit Jawa will bring the captain, Rahul Rabadia, on strike. Winning the toss, great decision from Rahul Rabadia to field first. But there were extras and misfields that really cost them. Can they recover from it?
And don't forget a missed a stumping that was missed when Yog Patel was bowling. He ran survived a stumping.
Yep.
And he went on to score an extra 40 runs after that. Once again, good turn there from Samagaja, getting the turner, proving it a bit difficult for Rahul. Looks like Mohit is it's a slow game here. Look at 7 runs from 8 balls. They are not actually attacking. We expected now power play. They've only managed to get 20 runs in 4 overs. They have 2 overs to play.
Yeah, big trouble at this point. The Nairobi Capitals, they need to find something to change the game. And just a single run off that over, that wraps up the 4th. Nairobi Capitals on 20 for the loss of 1. Rahul Rabadia, the captain, leading the charge with 13 runs. Mohit Jawa getting accustomed to the game, but a slow start. The captain of the HARIOM Titans will be very happy with the performance here tonight and the great start to the innings. Something needs to change for the Capitals. Something needs to come out from the stands, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Something needs to happen if they are to. It might be. We might say it's too early, but 4 overs, 20 runs, scoring at 5 runs and over, chasing 180 runs is alarming, and even I'm sure the fans are wondering what's happening. And
this time gets connection. And yes, he has found the boundary. Dan, that's the something you are looking for, and that's the something you get. It's a captain 6 for Nairobi Capitals. And this could be the first one of the innings.
And maybe one of the many that we are going to see. One of the many that Nairobi Capitals fans are waiting for. One to see.
And once you get Mohit Jawa in the mood, he could continue. Yug Kirai here, starting off with a 6er. Slap down the ground. Fielders out there. Just a single. And they will rotate the strike at this point. Slow start like you mentioned. They need to find the fence more. Rahul Rabadia needs to step out now and attack Yug just like Mohit did. Push down for a single. There's been a different strategy to different teams approaching their matches with giving their best bowlers all 4 overs in one spell in quick succession. And then there's those that leave 2 overs towards the death and 2 overs in the start of the game. There's a shout there from Yukirai. Not interested.
Results of that appeal is as results of pressure. We're just witnessing that they have to. Yes, they scored a 6 run. They scored 6, but still that's not enough. And that's why you find that they're trying out all means to get the scoreboard ticking. Yeah, just to answer your question about the strategy that the teams are using. It also depends with maybe the team that you're playing and the ability of the batters that are in the middle. And Secondly, you also look at how have this bowler contained the batters. For now, you find that they are on 28 with we're heading into the last over of the power play. They are just on 28. So will it be okay you bring in somebody else and they feel free with him, or you just make sure that these two finish their overs and then open up the field, and then you can bring the other bowlers. I'm sure if they had bowled differently, if they could have were leaking runs, we could have seen a change of bowling, but they have not leaked runs. So the best thing for you to do is just let them continue. When you open up the field, then you can bring the other players.
And so far it's worked really well for the HARIOM Titans, because they have restricted the Nairobi Capitals to just 29 runs for the loss of 1 wicket after 5 overs. 6 more deliveries to wrap up the power play. Rahul Rabadia on 14, Mohit Jawa on 15. They require 155 runs in 90 deliveries.
They need to Hashem Goche coming in now. Experienced player, as you said earlier. He's experienced. His 4 overs in this match will be key.
Yeah, and this is also another strategy that we've seen. Key spin bowlers bowling their first over in the last over of the power play.
Why? You feel that it's the last over. You know it's the last over. You'll want to attack them.
Step out.
Step out so that you capitalize on the 6 balls.
This time pushed away. 2 is the call. 2 they will get. Oh, there's another chance there. It could have been close. I think the batsman was safe. Rahul Rabadia, captain, will retain the strike. Rather, Mohit Jawa will retain the strike. Gets a good connection but finds a fielder. Shem showing his experience by bowling to his field. This time it's up in the air. He's got a good connection to it. Can it go all the way? We don't know, but it's got to the fence for sure. Umpire signals it's a maximum, and it's Mohit Jawa with yet another 6 for the Nairobi Capitals.
So, no, they need to attack this over. Already 6 runs from the over. 8 runs, sorry.
Yeah, well timed and connected there from Mohit Jawa. This time pushes it down. Again rotating the strike. Still not the start that you would want as a chasing side at this point. You'd want to put the pressure on the bowlers. This time Rahul Rabadia takes a charge, knocks it up in the air, lands safe. Fielder gets there. They'll take a single. Pushed down the ground by Mohit Jawa. And that wraps up Shem Goche's first over. He concedes 9 runs. The Nairobi Capitals are on 38 for the loss of 1. 39 for the loss of 1. And they will be looking to find the runs now, because we have wrapped up the power play and field restrictions have been lifted off. 145 runs in 85 deliveries for the Nairobi Capitals to go into the playoffs.
At this stage, Nairobi Capitals were on 51 for 1. So, lost the same number of wickets, but they had 12 runs more So they are at a disadvantage as far as runs are concerned. If they are going to accelerate from here, it's for us to wait and see.
Yeah, Mahendra Shiani on your screen coming in as the new bowling attack for the HARIOM Titans. Yes, slightly less runs made by the Nairobi Capitals at this stage of the game compared to that of the HARIOM Titans. But you have to remember that we have Mohit Jawa out there. We have Rahul Rabadia. But that being said, they need to find the fence too. Slapped away. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and trickles away towards the boundary. And that's the start they wanted in this over, the Nairobi Capitals. It's a boundary from the captain. Yeah, picked well and picked his spot too.
You will just hear the noise from the Nairobi Capital fans anytime they get the boundary. Tells you how important this match is. If you're not aware, you're watching us from Shri Kuchileva Patel ground in the west of Nairobi, and this is the last match of the preliminary matches. How big is this match? This match, if Nairobi Capital wins, they sail into the final, into the last 4, and they're going to play HARIOM tomorrow. But if they lose, HARIOM will be playing Purple Cup. So this match is very, very crucial for Team Nairobi Capitals, and that's why you find that any shot they play, if they are going to get the boundary, their fans are up to give them the support. Any dot ball is really paining them as much.
Yeah, it's all to play for here in this final match of the group stages, like you mentioned. And what a spectacle we have. Slow start from the Nairobi Capitals, chasing down 183. They're currently sitting on 44. Not a good place to be at this point in the game. They require 139 in 81. Mahendra Shiani setting up his field in such a way that no runs are conceded so that the HARIOM Titans can win this match. That's found the gap. Fielder gets there in time. They'll take 2 runs, the Nairobi Capitals. And you mentioned that everybody's here to watch this one. Everything to play for in this final match. It's a crucial one. It's not only the Nairobi Capitals fans, not only the HARIOM Titans fans, but also the Purple Cap fans that are here praying.
And the Purple Caps fans are many. I would say they are even more than the teams that are playing here.
And trust me, if Nairobi Capitals lose tonight, double the fan base for the Purple Cap, because they'll be here in numbers for playoff number 1 tomorrow night. Gets good bat onto it. Not directed well enough. Good stuff here from Mahendra Shiani, drying up the runs for the Nairobi Capitals. They still need to get to that 50 mark, and they've been struggling out there. 22 off 22 for the captain, Mohit Jawa, on 25. Ooh. That's gone right onto the finger, the thumb. Painful one, that one. And right away they call the medic. After 7 overs, the Nairobi Capitals are on 47 for the loss of 1. Rahul Rabadia, the captain, in pain, is sitting on 22 runs. Mohit Jawa on 25 runs. Mahendra Shiani concedes 8. And it looks pretty painful. Good to see him on his feet there. Nairobi Capitals require 137 runs to win this match in the next 13 overs. That's not a good sight to see for the Nairobi Capitals fans. Hope he's okay.
I just hope that he's okay. We'll The medics are having a look. Looks like the ball hit the cage. Yeah, hit the cage. And I think from what we gather, we are having another batsman in. Yes, it hit the cage.
Yeah, we are very thankful for protective gear in the game. Yep, he's cut himself, the captain. And by the looks of things, I don't think he will be carrying on tonight. Very unfortunate way to be walking off the pitch on such a crucial game, coming back from injury, taking the captaincy. And there you have it. There will be a new batsman for the Nairobi Capitals. And it's the man that you mentioned earlier will be coming.
Joseph Onyango also started off well. They built a very good partnership in the opening match with Mohit Jawa. And he has missed a number of matches due to an injury. So maybe today he's been brought in to deliver, brought in to replicate what he did in the first match. Coming in after Rahul Harish has been retired injured.
Shem Goche coming back into the bowling action, having a word with his captain, Neeraj Patel, who will be happy today with the performance so far. He'll want to keep it this way. But at the same time, a huge blow for the Nairobi Capitals as they've just lost their captain, not to a wicket, but to another injury. Finding himself knocking the ball into the cage of his helmet and also getting cut on the face, which means his night has to end in the medics. What a shot this is from Mohit Jawa. But the fielder gets there in time. Mohit Jawa wanted the second run. Off the mark there, Joseph Onyango for the Nairobi Capitals. He'll want to retain Mohit Jawa on strike because he's the main source of runs right now for the Nairobi Capitals.
Talking about source of run, there's somebody also that I think he should be a source of run for this team, Lucas Oluoch. He's been coming down the order. I remember even the last match he came in around number 7-8, which was very harmful for his team. He got out, he was not out, but he didn't get the runs as needed. And had he performed in the two matches that they lost, then this would have been a very different story. They could not be in this situation. They'll be playing this match knowing that they are in the last four. So today I'm so keen to know what number is going to come in, because already you've lost your top batsman who was on form due to an injury. Then Joseph Onyango comes in from an injury. He bats at number 4. Miss there, almost hitting the leg stump. Mohit Jawa survives. So I'll be keen to see what number Lucas will come into bat today, because he's proved he can hit the ball. If he connects, he has the power to get the ball over the boundary. But my concern is usually what position he's batting.
Oh, that's a drop catch. Or is it? We need to take a look at the replay. We've gotten to the 50 mark here for the Nairobi Capitals. Shem Goche putting a good line. Oh, it's come off the ground, but good fielding then. Yet again, a great delivery from Shem Goche. That wraps up his second over. After 8, Nairobi Capitals sitting on 51 runs for the loss of 1. They require 133 runs in 77 runs. Mohit Jawa, 27. Joseph Onyango on 1. Like you mentioned, Lucas Ndandasan yet to bat. Yug Patel, Raj Budia, Diven Varsani all there to find the fence for the Nairobi Capitals. It's a night under the lights here in Nairobi. Chilly Tuesday, but scintillating cricket that's keeping us warm here in the combox as well. Mahendra Shiani coming back into the attack for the HARIOM Titans. Mohit Jawa here, looking to turn this game around. Swing and a miss.
What do you think is happening there? Pressure is piling. Pressure is piling. The run rate is climbing. And so we'll see those kind of shots now coming. The injury from Rahula just made me start thinking of something that is being insisted in our local league at the moment and maybe globally. For any time a seam bowler is bowling, you need to have your helmet on. Any particular time. If it's a spinner, yes, you can have an option of putting on a cap. But when a seam bowler is bowling, that is something that is paramount. A bowler is not, an umpire is not going to allow you. Beg your pardon. Umpire is not going to allow you to face a ball without your helmet on. So I'm just trying to imagine, had the batsman Rahul thought, let me play without a helmet, and something like that happens, then we could be talking a very different story. So for the young boys there, young boys and girls, good shot there, bring up a much needed boundary from Mohit Jawa. And as I said, the scores, the run rate is accelerating, so they'll need those kind of boundaries to ease it down and get in a comfort where you're going to play without pressure. As of now, things are not looking good for them. The run rate is climbing, and so if you get that boundary is a key one. Yes, as I was saying, for the young boys and girls who are out there who are taking on cricket, if a chance there, Mohit survives. That was a big one, right?
Dan, I could only watch from the stands, and that was a massive six for Mohit Jawa. There was an opportunity for a catch, and that's when my jaw dropped. Was it the end for the Nairobi Capitals? But no, there's still more in the script for this particular match number 28. We're going to look at the replay to find out what has been declared here. But good connection there for Mohit Jawa. Picked his spot. Finds its way towards the school. Fielder underneath. Gets his hands onto it. It looks like it bounced just before the ropes. It could have bounced on the ropes. It's back-to-back boundaries for Mohit Jawa. Oh, add one more. It's a hat-trick to finish over number 9. And Mohit Jawa is cruising right now for the Nairobi Capitals. And what about that for a shot? After 9 overs, we are looking at a promising score here for the Nairobi Capitals. It's still not over. With shots like that from the man in the middle, we still have a tale yet to tell. Mahendra Shiani wraps up his second over. He's conceded 24. Nairobi Capitals require 117 runs in 66. This is truly a spectacle for everyone who aspires to be a cricketer to watch this game. Understand the rules, like you mentioned, safety, how to keep yourself calm-minded even though you know you're into the playoffs, yet you have a game left to play against Nairobi Capitals. And there you have the bowlers that are going to be coming into action here for the HARIOM Titans. 1 wicket down. They have lost their captain due to injury. Shem Goche back into the action. Oh, wow.
Yes, with those boundaries, with those three consecutive boundaries, I would say that Nairobi Capitals are not that bad because at this particular time, after 9 overs, HARIOM Titans were on 67. They were on 82 for 2, so 72 for 2. So they are not badly off. So they're slowly getting into the match, and maybe if they're going to get a partnership from here.
Wild swing and a miss from Joseph Onyango. Shem Goche doing exactly what he's supposed to do at this point. 3 trees planted, 3 dots to start this over, 3 more to come. This time they call for the run. Mohit Jawa back on strike. That's what you'd want to do at this point. We're coming to the halfway point. We need 116 still. Quite a big score there. We need to get down to double figures quick for the Nairobi Capitals if they are to see the light at the end of this tunnel. Up, over. Is this the Mohit Jawa show we've been looking for? You betcha. It's a one-hander maximum from the talisman, Mohit Jawa. And the chase is definitely on here for the Nairobi Capitals under the lights in Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj. One knee, one hand into the fence. It's spectacular. And he's 1 run away from a half-century, Mohit Jawa, for the Nairobi Capitals.
I said it that he did the same in the first match, and the day he scored a century also. Good shot there, well played there. Brings up a 50 for Mohit Jawa. And after 10 overs, Nairobi Capitals are on 75 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, we've got the second half of the innings yet to come. The Nairobi Capitals require 110 in 60. And this is going to be an interesting match to see how we wrap up the group stages. From the commentary box, myself, Jamil, Dan and Prasad will be bringing the second half of the second innings after the strategic timeout break.
Season 2 has been organized by Sri Kachileva Patel Samaj Youth League, proudly sponsored by our title sponsor, LAXMANBHAI Construction Limited, live streaming media partners, Corporates Limited, Gulf Timber and Hardware Supply Limited. Silver sponsors, South CO Farms, Apex Steel and Apex Piping. Bronze sponsors, Broadwalk Mall and Goodways Kenya Limited. Fuel partners, Silver Star Manufacturers Limited and HARIOM TITANS. Man of the Match Award partner, Juja Blocks Limited. Highest Issues Award partner, Sejan Creatives Limited. Most Blood Bowls Award partners, MK Builders, Kapil Timber, Alpha Aluminium and UBC Auto Parts. For every dot ball, SCLPS will be planting a tree. Radio broadcast partner, East FM. Internet service provider, Durrani Telecommunications.
Yes, sir. With me, we are back. That is our co-commentator. One of commentators there, doing what he loves doing, spicing up the crowd. Halfway into the second inning of match between HARIOM Titans and Nairobi Capitals. Nairobi Capitals leading 109 from 60 balls. Batsman in Mohit Jawa on 50 and Joseph Onyango 2 from 7 balls. With me, Prasada. Last 10 overs. What do you see happening here?
Perhaps we have come to the last 10 overs, the most interesting session of this match. A crucial encounter here between Nairobi Capitals and the HARIOM Titans. It's a must-win game for Nairobi Capitals. This victory means qualification and a defeat means a knockout here. So for the Nairobi Capitals, they cannot afford to lose this game. And I'm telling you, you will see this intention in the last 10 overs. If Mohit Jawa, as long as he's staying there, Nairobi Capitals would be expecting him to take them home.
It's obvious that when Mohit will stay to the end, trust me, they are going to win this match. There's a match when he scored his century. He got out when they needed about 20 runs to win. They lost the match. So the only thing for him, they are good for more Nairobi Capitals fans and the technical team will be hoping that he bats through no matter how many wickets they lose. He just have to bat through.
If you look at it, that was the game where they lost by 2 runs. That's a good ball from Kush Vekaria, showing a lot of maturity, this young fellow. There's a lot of emerging players that we have seen in this tournament done so far, and this boy simply has been very impressive. He has been able to move the ball away and also into the right-handers, giving much trouble to the batsman, and we see that happening here again with Mohit Jawa.
I'll like to know who is going to be judged as the best upcoming player of the tournament. Because
there's a sloppy fielding here. The ball running away to the boundary, and that'll be 4 runs. This would be good to the cause of Nairobi Capitals. They would be definitely happy about it, but definitely not the camp and not Coach Lamak Onyango. He's not going to be very happy about this effort from the fielder. So as you asked me, Dan, there have been a lot of young players. We saw there's Kush Vekaria, there is Sachin Shiani, and many other young players. A lot of young lads we have seen. Kush coming in here, he's hit back straight past the bowler. There's a fielder there, good fielding there by Samar Gajar. He collects it, couldn't stop the batsman from getting a single. That brings Joseph Onyango on strike. He would be looking forward to have a move on here. Good batsman, very attacking prospect. He's amassed a lot of runs in the league here, domestically here. He'd be looking forward to make a mark in this game.
Yeah, I remember when your first match you were here with you and he gave Mohit a very good start and maybe an injury has locked him out. Just watch the way he's getting those singles. He knows what they need to do. He cannot get the boundary or hit the ball the way Mohit is. He can, but he knows his importance. It's like, for me, I just have to give this person a standard. And the standard I'm supposed to give him is rotating the strike every time I get an opportunity and allow him to do his work. 9 overs to go. 83 for the loss of 1 wicket, needing 101 runs in 54 balls.
Joseph Onyango comes from a good knock recently in this Sunday. He scored about 86 runs in their chase against the Swami Bappa team. So he's coming back from a good knock. He's coming back from a momentum. He would be wanting, and as we have all seen him over the years in the league, he is one player who gets going. He has a lot of shots. He has a great slog sweep. He hits lofted shots, and he's got good solid power. He backs himself to clear any ground. It's only 1 or 2 boundaries or couple of maximums that he would need right now to boost his confidence, Dan.
Samagaja wicketless after 2 overs is coming back. Will he break this one.
Unfortunately, Joseph Onyango will have to take a walk back. He holds on, hits it straight back to the bowler. He goes on his back foot, tries to punch it between the cover fielder. Unfortunately, finds the fielder who makes no mistake, and he will have to take a walk back. That's wicket number 3. In fact, number 2, yes. Rahul unfortunately was retired hurt. He hits it straight to the point fielder Satish Irani, who makes no mistake. It's a simple regulation catch. He would have hoped to make a better mark. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. But it would be interesting to see who's the next batsman who's going to walk in. And that brings it, the experience of Mitesh Sangani. Crucial juncture for Team Nairobi Capitals, but they will still believe they could do this till the time Mohit Java is still there.
You are right. There comes another experienced player, Mitesh Sangani. You can see our co-commentator there, Vishal, happy with that wicket. Yeah, so Mitesh is experienced player turning up for Swami Bapa team in the NPCA Super League. Now it's not known as NPCA, it's NCCA, Nairobi County Cricket Association. So and my colleague here, Prasad, is now a committee member, and it's my prayer that is going to use that opportunity in the committee to bring 1 or 2 positive changes into the sport. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dan. It's a very experienced committee out there with the likes of Kanti Rabadia, there is Narendra Patel, Vishal Bajani himself, and Thota Srinivas, who's the vice chairman, and so it's a lot of experienced hands there. Definitely we try to also support them and assist them in the ways we can to see how we can bring some additional boost to the cricketing activities in Nairobi. Of course, as you know, Nairobi has been always the most active association in the country promoting the game of cricket, and here we are watching yet another scintillating affair between Nairobi Capitals and HARIOM Titans. At this moment, Dan, how would you say the match is poised?
99 from 50. Yeah, if you manage like a 2 runs a ball, so it's still it's possible with the settled batsman in Mohit Java, and again they should not lose a wicket sooner. Let him rotate striker. He needs now to, if he can look for those 2 or 3 boundaries, at least 1 or 2 boundaries in an over. And we've seen the fielding hasn't been good from Titans. We might see a couple of misfields, and who knows.
Mohit playing very carefully. He knows that Samar Gajar, it was the last delivery of Samar Gajar's 3rd successful over. He gets a wicket and he concedes only 14 runs. He's so far been the pick of the bowlers for Team HARIOM Titans. Now at this point in time, with 12 runs per over, maybe if you put it on a trajectory, you might see a 60-40 in favor of HARIOM Titans. But as long as Mohit Java is still there, he's breathing there, I'm telling you, Team Nairobi Capitals would be breathing, and they still have the likes of Lucas and Dandasan. Lucas is trying to flex his muscles out there. We can see him doing that. He'll be looking forward to make his mark here. He's already looking good in the previous game, hitting big sixes, and we look forward to seeing him soon. And he can actually clear any boundary. No boundary is going to be big for him once he gets going. So with Lucas yet to come, this team, Nairobi Capitals, would still be expecting them to chase the score.
My concern with Lucas is his foot movement. This kind of a person that has been concerned about the number of balls, the number of dot balls that he gives in a match, and this is due to I think he's never been able to watch clips of his inning, because I've noticed that his movement, he plays away from the ball in most of the time, and anytime he gets closer to the ball and he connects the ball, he hits some very good shots. So if he can improve on that, then trust me, then HARIOM Titans are might be in a bit of trouble if Lucas will just going to work on his foot movement.
I think he's purely using his hand-eye coordination. Great hand-eye coordination. He's also got some quick feet. After having said that, the previous delivery, Mohit was not very happy about the umpire's decision. He would want it to be given a wide, but not to be the case. Kush here seems to be bowling a great spell. I mean, he's already under pressure. You have to realize that there is a batsman who's set, who's looking to attack you, but he's not been giving them any room at all. He's been consistently bowling it stump to stump, not allowing them to free their arms or not giving any loose deliveries at all. And he's absolutely on the money for his captain. He steams in for his fourth delivery. Mitesh plays it towards the point fielder, but there's a bit of a fumble from Satish here, allowing Mohit Java to get a quick single. He has been running between the wickets. Especially throughout this tournament, has been something delightful for us to watch, done from the commentary box. I was just sitting down while I was on break, watching them. Even when it was between Joseph Onyango and Mohit Java, they were really pushing those singles. They were putting pressure on the fielders and trying to make it a double, which is also good cricket to see here. That's a brilliant looking stroke from Mohit Java towards the cover. There's a cover fielder there who's slightly wideish towards the sweeper cover there. He comes in, Vishal, good fielder, he collects it, but still Mohit manages to get 2 runs. He's still keeping up his energy. He realizes this inning of his could be the decider for his team qualifying to the semi-finals and not qualifying to the semi-finals. So he is going to give his everything, and this is a great player that we're watching on the screen right now. That's a big wicket here. Look at the joy on the face of Satish Irani. They know the importance of this wicket. It is Mohit Java. What innings has this been? A brilliant innings, almost 200 strike rate, 63 runs from 39 deliveries. But eventually he falls at the hands of Kush Vekaria, who has been bowling brilliantly so far. But this is not what the Nairobi Capitals would have expected. Mohit was steering the ship so well. Unfortunately, it was a change of pace, and he tries to go towards his leg side, finds the leading edge, and Satish Irani was waiting there for this, and he's not going to make any mistake. And you can see the joy on his face in replay. He sees towards his dugout, saying that here you go, I've got this, and this is the big wicket in his pocket.
Yes, I rightly say that's a very, very big wicket. We knew that him staying there will be dangerous for HARIOM Titans. Now, something interesting. We've been talking about the youngsters that have been brought up in this tournament. I was just about to tell you that Kush Vekaria has played 6 innings, has 7 wickets, and has picked a wicket in every single match he has played. And that was his 8th wicket. So, good way for thanks to the captain for actually trusting in the young man. He's been picking up a wicket, and his highest wicket was 2 wickets against my Dev Strikers, where he picked 2 wickets for 33 runs.
But I believe he's been having good economy as well throughout his games. And this is a very young lad, promising youngster that we've seen in the league stages as well. And it's good to see him promising the way he's doing. And there's a lot of support from this team and the captain as well. That brings in Shemgoche, the left-arm spinner, the experienced left-arm spinner, to Mitesh Sangani. Hits it straight down the ground. Fielders converging, but the ball will win the race. 4 runs. That's a good start to the over from Mitesh Sangani. This is a good ploy. They know that there is 2 left-arm spinners, Semar Gajjar and Shemangoche bowling in tandem. So a good move from Nairobi Capitals to send in the left-handed batsman. to counter attack the two left arm spinners who are actually been on the hunt for now.
Edge there. Is it another boundary? There is a big chase. Good piece of fielding. Again, youngsters showcasing that we didn't get in this tournament by fluke. They have really pushed with it with the bat, with the ball, and showing what they can do as far as fielding is concerned.
Kush has been a very busy man throughout the field. He's been everywhere. He's been in bowling, now he's in fielding. Very interesting and good young prospect. Good to see him giving his best for his team. Shemangoche coming for his next delivery. He guides it to between the point fielder. The point fielder Satish running towards it. But Mitesh Sangani would still take 2 runs. This is good batting from Mitesh Sangani so far. 8 runs in 3 deliveries and he's keeping the scoreboard ticking. He's taken over the role from Mohit Java, making sure that the scoreboard is not lowering and the run rate is not going up. Hit straight down. Shem collects it. That's a dot delivery. Every dot delivery from now on is going to be very painful and it's going to really creep the run rate up. It's coming to 13 now. Tries to flick it. Just nudges it towards the short mid. There's no one in short mid right by the time the fielder collects it. Two good runs. This is good running between the wickets from Mitesh. He's really putting a lot of pressure on the fielders. He knew that the short mid was not there, so he nudges one towards his leg and gets 2 runs. And this game is going very interesting.
Yes, and with Lucas yet to face the ball, I'm sure he's learned 1 or 2 things on how to approach this inning. Again, lovely shot there from Mitesh. This time settling for a single to bring us to the end of over number 14. Score 104 for 3. Needing 80 from 36 balls.
This is one of the most interesting phases of this game. 6 overs. 80 runs. A little more than 13 runs per over. But trust me, you've got a man who can actually get even 20 runs per over there in the name of Lucas once he gets going. Nairobi Capitals would be seriously hoping that he gets a move on in this game. As we saw him perform, I believe, was against the Mahadev Strikers.
Yes, you are right. You are right to say that, and he needs to get it as soon as quickly as possible. There's no time. We've got 36 balls, now 35 balls to score 80 runs. So there's no two way about it. Lucas has to start from the word go.
And then I'd also like to invite your attention to this youngster. How impressive has been this youngster. You look at him, there's no sign of nervousness. There's no sign of nerves. He comes in very silently, goes about his business, game after game, gives what the captain asks of him, and just effortlessly delivers it.
Yeah, there's been that one also. We've seen Krishil Patel also has been outstanding, and as we speak, Krishil Patel is the highest wicket taker in the NCCA Super League. So this tournament, as we said earlier, they've really given the players an opportunity to showcase what they can do at a big stage. Find that their local matches don't attract a good crowd as this one. So playing in front of a screen, in front of the cameras, and also playing in front of all these fans, it gives you something, a pride. You really want to showcase something like let me do it. You are going to find time whereby things are not going to go your way, and there will be a lot of noise, booing, cheers against you. If you can come out of that strong, then when you go back to your league matches, then if you go back to a club, then you are going there back as a strong person.
Absolutely well said, Dan. In the meanwhile, Mitesh trying to hit it past the bowler, finding the fielder there at long off, brings in Lucas on strike. This would be an interesting contest. The captain Rahul Nathani unfortunately had to walk back after sustaining a small injury They were discussing about a like-for-like replacement. There was a discussion going on whether it will be possible or not. It would be interesting to see in the course of the game. But for now, it would be Kush versus Lucas. He steps down the ground, tries to whack it above the extra cover. Didn't manage, finds the fielder, Samar Gajar. Still gets a single, opens his account, brings in Mitesh Sangani back on strike. We are into the last 5.2 overs. Very, very interesting segment. This is where the real action is going to be. All fielders would be on their toes. The bowler is on their toes, the batsman on their toes. And this is the most important segment of this important, crucial encounter. A swing and a miss here. Every delivery causing pain to Nairobi Capitals, because you see that run rate. It's almost approaching 15 runs. Unfortunately for them, they lost out Mohijava at the wrong time, Dan.
Yes, they got him at the wrong time. They lost him at the wrong time, and Titans got him at the right time. Big shot there. Is it going all the way to the boundary? Yes, sir. A much needed 4 of Mitesh Sangani's bladder. They need more of this, Prasad. They need more of this.
They would need many more, but they're certainly welcomed by the fans and the team dugout. He realizes the ball coming in, goes towards the mid-wicket region. Before the fielder could find it, there's no fielder there. The ball races past the boundary. It was a 1 bounce for, much needed in the course of the game. Usually we see 30 balls, 60 runs, which is very common in these days, T20. But 71 could be a little too much, but not too much for the likes of a batsman like Lucas. And of course, Mitesh Sangani is also going great guns. So we would be interesting to see. And also, Shem has already done his 4 overs. They will have, Kush will have to do that 1 over. And Samar Gajar, I still believe he has got 1 more over in his kitty.
And today, if you didn't notice that, they don't have Peter Koech. So that's another, those are 4 overs that they need to get somebody to come in and bowl those 4 overs, share in 4 overs that Peter Koech will have bowled.
If you really see, I believe this is the role that Mahendra Shiani will have to fulfill at this point in time. And in the break, we saw the supporters of Playmasters, I beg your pardon, Purple Cap, who would be, who are actually supporting the HARIOM Titans to make it, because if Nairobi Capitals win this game, and as their fans would be expecting, then they would go above, most likely, the Purple Cap by virtue of run rate, although it would be still interesting to see. But then but if they lose, then it's an easy qualification for the Purple Cap. But it is a very, very tough scenario. The entire camp of Nairobi Capitals at this point in time would be very, very tensed. They would be hoping some magic from these two right there in the middle.
Lucas is capable of delivering that magic, and those are young girls watching.
Lucas trying to sneak in a quick single there, sent back by his partner Mitesh Sangani. They will have to work hard. HARIOM Titans are not in a mood to give any runs in an easy manner. And Mahendra Shiani is a very experienced campaigner. He's been in the circuit for a while. It's not going to be an easy job, but he's also going up against a tough campaigner, Lucas Dandasan.
They'll need somewhere to get 50. They'll need at least 2 overs from now that will give them 20 runs. That will be 40. Then maybe the last 2 overs, if you need that, is possible. But as of now, the way it looks, the bowlers are doing all the harm to Nairobi Capitals, because already only a single run from 2 deliveries.
For Nairobi Capitals, they would be certainly expecting at least the next 3 overs to give them at least 12 to 13 runs per over, if not more. Even if they, but for HARIOM Titans, even if they can get 2 overs here with 8 runs or 7 runs, then the run rate is really going to creep up, making it very difficult for Nairobi Capitals. Nairobi Capitals at one point in time, they were, I believe, very comfortably sitting at the top of the table, or they were at number 2 position. So it would be definitely a setback for them if they could not make it. White signal by the umpire, missing the line completely. And this certainly would be the plan from Mahendra Shiani. He knows that Mitesh is going to take to give him a charge right now. I have a strong feeling next ball something is going to happen.
There's a lot that can happen. A wicket, a dot ball, a 6, a 4. Putting pressure. 2 runs.
What they need here is boundaries. What they need here is maximums. Yes, we can talk about running 2 runs every delivery, but how many times have you seen in cricket, Dan, that somebody running 2 runs, the 6 deliveries and continuing it for 2 overs? More often than not, it doesn't happen. Having said that, the handsome looking stroke from Mitesh Sangani hit it over the extra cover fielder, lofted shot, and the ball piercing the ropes, and this is 4 runs. This is good cricket from Mitesh Sangani. He's taking the charge. He knows he's seeing the ball very well. He realizes that this over he cannot afford to make it a 6 run or 5 run over. He has to get it. He gets a boundary with 1 more delivery remaining in this over. If they could get 1 more boundary there, they would consider themselves lucky.
Is it? No. Skipper. Down with 16 overs, 122 for 3. Requiring 62 from 4 overs.
A little more than 15 runs per over. Now they need the power, the sheer power, the muscular power of Lucas. This over, I certainly feel, Dan, would be the make or break over in this innings, because if the HARIOM Titans could get this over, a tight over, that means with 7-8 runs, 3 overs would need more than 50 runs. That's too much of an ask. However, if Nairobi Capitals can savor a 15 or 20 runs over this particular over, and again, mind you, it is the young man with a matured head on his shoulder, Kush Vekaria, coming in to bowl his last over.
Having bowled 3 overs for 23 runs, will they take him on? Up in the air. 6 indicated there, not by the umpire, by the crowd.
This is a maximum from the bat of Mitesh Sangani. For one point, it looked like it's going to hold out to the fielder. It was a wild swing, but you look at the bat swing. Yeah, there's a good bat swing. He has a great follow through. The fielder seems to have slightly misjudged it. Now this time he hits it straight. Is it another maximum? Looks like no. It's going to be a 1 bounce for this over so far. Mitesh has been on the chart, steps down, hits the first one for a maximum. Second one hits it straight down the ground for a boundary. 10 runs from 2 balls. This over is already happening, done.
We call for a 15 overs, 15 runs over. Already we've got 10, 5 shorter, or maybe they can even go and score 20 plus.
They would want to make the maximum of this over, because they know this over is so crucial in the context of this game. So crucial for the Nairobi Capitals. And with 4 deliveries remaining, Mitesh goes for the charge. He hits towards the cow corner. I believe there's a fielder there. And Vishal Bhojani comes, and number 18 comes and collects it. Brings in Lucas.
Can this be his moment? Already 3 balls, 2 runs. Can this be his moment? Can he take this opportunity and deliver his team from jaws of defeat?
We can hear the shout from the dugout of Nairobi Capitals. Come on, Lukey. Come on, Lukey. That's the shout. Will he respond to it? Can he respond? He would be looking forward to. Hits it straight down the ground. That's a big hit from Lucas. He responds to his teammates in style. Hits it past the bowler. 4 runs the moment it left his bat. 1 bounce to the fence. And Lucas on charge right now. This is a very good over so far done for the Nairobi Capitals.
Yeah, this is the over. This is the kind of the over that they needed. If they can get 2 like this, then they'll be back into contention. This over's brought in some life into them. Already 15 runs.
There's a lot of things that would be going in the mind of Kush Bekaria. Young lad. He's up against 2 dangerous batsmen who wants to take him on. Another hit from Lucas. It was a blistering shot. But Vishal Bhojani collects it. Lucas gets a single. 16 runs scored in this over. Done. If they could get a boundary or a 6 this ball, this is going to be a great over in this chase for Nairobi Capitals.
Yes, you are right. 4 will give them 20 runs.
It's a big hit. Vishal collects it. But the batsman easily makes 2 runs. This has been a big over. 18 runs in this over. A good over in the context of the game for Nairobi Capitals. Bringing the required run rate back to 14 runs. We have a game in our hands. Done. So next over still becomes even more important now.
44 from 18. Who's going to bowl the last one? Who's going to bowl the over number 17? I beg your pardon. Over number 18. The captain.
Walking along with Samar Gajar. Looks like it will be the opening bowler for them. Yug Kerai. Yug is going to come from the botanical end. I think the previously he was coming from the school end, where he was getting a bit of extra bounce, and coming from the botanical end, he might not just have the comfort of extra bounce, and this is what Lucas would be wanting. And he loves those fast bowlers coming into him. He loves hitting. His good hand-eye coordination, quick bat speed. Interesting. Yukerai steams in for the first delivery. Off the bat of Lucas. There's a fielder converging down. Vishal Bhojani, he makes no mistake. Collects it. Look at the joy. Look at the shout from the crowd. HARIOM Titans are elated at this wicket. They know it's a crucial wicket of Lucas, who was looking to cut loose at this point in time in this important phase of the game. They got the much needed impetus in the previous game from Mitesh Sangani and also from Lucas. Could not get the distance. He could not complete the shot. I believe he could not pick it the way he would have wanted to pick it. And look at the joy on the face of Vishal Bhojani. Under nerves, under lights, not easy to spot the ball, but he held on to that catch with no mistake. And that's how you handle pressure.
Yes, I could say the fans enjoying whatever is happening here after that wicket has brought in some live. HARIOM Titans fans, happy lot. Look at the smiler. They know how dangerous Lucas can be. And getting him at the first ball of UK Rise final over is something that they are happy about. Had a slightly a top edge there, didn't connect it well, but the intention was clear. He wanted to go over those trees on your screen.
I feel also, if you really observe it, he was standing outside the crease. Yug is slightly more quicker than we expect. That maybe the ball would have rushed on to him, not able to find the distance and the connection that he would have expected to get. But unfortunately, he has to walk back. Brings in Raj Budia. Yet another left-handed batsman. He played a good knock for the Samaj in their historical chase against Canvas in the Nairobi Cricket Association tournament recently done.
Yeah, that was a league match, and they chased about 320 runs. And even surprisingly, even the other day, Canby scored 350. And Simba almost winning that match. So Canby's ground has been a runs paradise.
It has always been a runs galore. There was a chance here, went missing. It was hit back past. You just getting a finger onto it. Lucky enough not to have gotten himself injured. Brings in Mitesh on strike. The right thing for Raj to do. These 3 balls was going to be very interesting. Yug versus Mitesh. Mitesh tries to shuffle, tries to heave it towards the leg side. Yug was equally up to the task. And Mitesh only manages a single. 2 more balls remaining in this over. Even if they could get 2 more boundaries, there would still be 34 runs needed. 17 runs almost run rate. The run rate is really kept up to 18 runs per over now.
Those are the kind of shots you'll see when you are desperately leading for runs.
And it's also not easy for Raj Budia to just come in and start whacking, because that's not a kind of a wicket that you're playing in. This is a wicket where the batsmen need to stay in. You saw even Mitesh took his time and he was new into the crease. But at that time, it was Mohit was scoring on the other side.
But do you have the luxury of time now?
Unfortunately, no. All he can do is he can just literally try everything that he wants to try, and that's what he's doing. And you see, unfortunately, the problem is if there's a lot of run rate in your mind, and you're looking at the scoreboard and playing, this sometimes, or more often than not, it plays a huge impact in your stroke making, in your decision making, in you getting the ball onto the middle of the bat. I mean, obviously, I have faced a lot of times, I'm sure when you played as well, and I mean, as you always face that in the middle, because your decision making is always construed on how calm you can think during this situation. It's very easy to say sitting in the com box, but going out there in the middle, looking at the scoreboard pressure, crunch game, this game matters. The result matters whether you make it to the semi-finals or not. I mean, this will be a lot going through in the mind of the batsman there.
And in fact, the pressure is not only on even the players themselves. When they are there, you could see them shouting instruction from the dugout. But as soon as they get there on the middle, it's a total different ball game altogether. So 2 overs to play. Nairobi Capitals require 42 runs.
This would be the interesting over. Mitesh tries for a big heave towards leg side. Vishal Bojani quick to reach the ball, but Mitesh still gets 2 runs. Mitesh would be wanting to at least get 2 or 3 maximums in this over if they have to make a match in the final over. Steps down the track, hits it, he'll find the fielder there. Will they go for the second run? And they do. This is good running. But at this point in time, what they need is not the 2s, but the boundaries and the maximums done.
And what I'm going to say from Titans fielders, the way they are so composed, the way they're chasing the ball, the way they are retrieving it, it just tells you that they know what is required from their opponent. So they have really switched off their panic button. They are really now playing with a lot of ease. When Lucas was there, you saw the over that a young boy bowled. When Mitesh got 22 from that over, you'll have expected that if Lucas could have found a similar kind of over, then things would have been different.
A boundary here, not the way that Raj would have expected it to be, but he would still take it. A big heave towards the leg side. Gets the leading edge, inside edge of the bat. The ball still raises towards the boundary. They would need another 2 more from his bat to give them some comfort at all. It's a long one. Where is this going? This is high in the air. This is a bow. This is gone above the Samaj Tower. This is the biggest of the day. What a hit from Raj Budia. He gives it all, and what a hit this is. This is a huge maximum, ladies and gentlemen. Watch it sail. It went straight up the roof. This is the biggest of the day.
How he connected that bowler, just a very good timing.
Steps down the track, hits another one, finds a fielder, Neeraj, gets a single. That's the end of the penultimate over. 26 to win in 6 deliveries. It's a daunting task. Done.
They need 5 sixes to win the match. They need 5 sixes to win this match and qualify to the last 4. A big target, but still possible, right?
In cricket, we've seen very, very strange things. We've seen 6 fours being hit in this same tournament. We've scored almost a 50 in 13 deliveries from Tanzil. We've scored someone scoring a 21 delivery, getting a 50 in 21 balls, bettering it from 17 balls. So we've seen it all in this tournament so far, and we've seen even bigger things happening in international cricket. So to completely write it off would be completely going against our cricketing knowledge done, but it's a very, very, very difficult and daunting task.
Yes, Mahendra Shiyani, last over of the group stages.
Couldn't connect it, finds a fielder, still gets a single. That was a length delivery. Raj not very pleased with himself having missed out on that. If he would have connected it, we would have seen another maximum because he has got a very, very fast and very strong bat flow, and that was a length ball. Mitesh on strike. This time bowling outside the off stump. Mitesh was hoping for a wide delivery, having a smile on his face, looking at the umpire, who seems to be clearly not interested in this. Now this seems to be already a difficult task. 25 from 4. The match can only be tied now. And will it be a single? Yes, it is. I think the sun is almost setting upon the Nairobi Capitals. They fought valiantly. It would be such a pity that if they have to go down, they are a good side. They looked a good side. They looked a side to beat. But unfortunately, a few mishaps, few lost matches in between costed them. What a big one! Another one from Raj Budia. Where is it going to land? It came straight into the hands of Shubham Patel. It was a skyscraper. It went so high in the air. For a moment it looked like it's going to be another maximum from Raj, but went straight to the hands of Shubham Patel, who could not hold on to it. The ball goes past to the boundary. They are checking whether it's a boundary or boundary 4. Another big hit. This time he finds the fielder. Captain Neeraj making no mistake. He collects it this time. And Raj Budia tried his best for his team. A valiant effort from a warrior. Unfortunately, a little too late and holds on. Looks like it will be the HARIOM Titans who's going to prevail. You can see the joy from those youngsters behind the fielder, behind the captain. They know the importance of this catch. They know HARIOM Titans are going to qualify for the semis. They've already qualified, but they'll still maintain their position at the top of the table, keeping the momentum. Remember, T20 is a game of momentum. The teams who have been winning continue winning, and as you have seen even in international games, that's because it's all about momentum. But you have to feel it for Team Nairobi Capitals. There's a big heave here from Jayant Varsani towards the cow corner, gets the boundary, and that's the end of this game. This was the last. In fact, this is the last league game that has now been done, which the Nairobi Capitals unfortunately could not prevail. HARIOM Titans have won this game. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the league stage. We have our 4 teams who have made it to the semi-finals of Sri Kachileva Patel Nairobi LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League Season 2. And those 4 teams are HARIOM Titans, Palora Dragons, Mahadev Strikers, and Purple Cap. So tomorrow we will be back here at the same stadium where we will see HARIOM Titans once again in action against Purple Cap. Tomorrow evening it will be Go Nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, for everyone who has joined us, it is done and Prasad signing off. But before we do, we'd like to tell you that this was the last league game which was won by HARIOM Titans against the Nairobi Capitals. Thereby we have our 4 semi-finalists: HARIOM Titans, Palora Dragons, Mahadev Strikers, and Purple Caps. So tomorrow it will be HARIOM Titans versus the Purple Cap in the first. It'll be versus HARIOM Titans versus Purple Cap in the first semi-finals, followed by on Thursday where the Palora Dragons will play the Mahadev Strikers, and the big final on the Friday. Once again, good night, Shubhratri.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we finished the group games and HARIOM Titans winning by 15 runs. The man of the match award goes to Samar Gajjar. Kya? Serious? The highest number of sixes hit by Hiren Kerai, a total of 4 sixes. The most number of dot balls bowled by Yug Kerai, total of 13 dot balls. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We have our top 4 of this SCLPS LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League Season 2. Number 1, HARIOM Titans. Number 2, Palora Dragons. On number 3, Mahadev Strikers. And the 4th team, Purple Cap. Tomorrow, we'll have our first semi-finals between HARIOM Titans and Purple Cap at 7 p.m.